$3.95 now. Just grab one and go! Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
This is Gippsland Live. For LV Forklifts, hire scissor lifts, booms and forklifts locally. The first quarter is about to start on TRFM.
Damn useful. McGuinness got the tap down. Working out the middle is Quigley. Goes to ground as McFarlane. He's going to win himself the free kick. And the free kick right in the middle of the ground will go to Berkeley McFarlane. He looks up. He has a bit of a look, and the presenting target there is Brandon McDonald. Goes to his direction. Hands out in front. Arm was chopped. And he'll get the free kick. Top of the 50. Too far out to score, you'd think.
Yeah, Taylor Weatherall goes to Brad Desson, so there's a definite height disadvantage there as well.
So McDonald turned the footy over, and it lands in the hands of Tainch, who drives it into the middle of the ground. No one really there for the Magpies. Now they get some because it skidded through Tyler Brown's legs. Grant tries to work hard at ground level, and they jump on top of each other and the ball up in the middle of the ground.
Just having a look around there, Darryl. Will Leslie is the man from Sale who'll be taking the job on the key forward. Brandon McDonald of Morwell be a key match-up today.
Free kick in the middle of the ground will go to Big Dame McGuinness. Handballs back to Tainch, who gets run down from behind by McAuliffe, holding the footy. Right in the middle of the ground, the play on advantage didn't work on that occasion. Squares it out to Jacobson. He's got a bit of paddock in front of him, looks up. Cody McDonald presents, goes in that direction, drops the mark that he should have taken, but he's got some wheels, gets around, puts it into the shallow pocket. McDonald will fly. Good work by Leslie over the back. Got a hand on it. That was Will. Boundary throw-in.
It's going to go back to the middle of the ground there. McGuinness got the kick, but decided to handball, and then just stood there and watched as his man Tainch got run down. Didn't even bother to talk to him, put his arms out to shepherd. That's the first thing you taught. You handball off, you shepherd.
Boundary throw in front spot. McGuinness tapped it to himself, has to do the groundwork. Here's Cooper Whitehill, handballs over the top neatly, however, runs out of some real estate, and we'll have another boundary throw in, Boxer.
It's all man on man at the moment too. I see Taylor Weatherall's just been the spare man through, and Brad Desson's pushed himself deep into the Morwell forward line as well, but it's all man on man at the moment.
Boundary umpire throws it back in deep into the attack of the Morwell side. Wack picks up the ball, gets a handball forward. A lot of pressure around the ball there. Johnson and the coach of Sale threw himself in. We're going to have another ball up. The ball really hasn't moved from where the boundary throw-in just was. As the players get around Wack to do the ruck work, coming up against the big man there in McGuinness. Oh, roaming that one hard off the pack. Putting it forward was Bailey. Nearly marked at the top of the square. Sale getting numbers back, trying to clear this one out. Dodging, turning was Quigley of Morwell, but Sale released and they go long down the middle of the ground.
Yeah, out there is Potts, the first gamer for Sale. Loses the football, the handball's back through Walsh, and now Brown goes to Hillier, and he goes backwards to the safety of Weatherall. Chips it out wide to Metamucil, who can mark on his chest in front of Leslie. That's Will.
He's got the runs today, though, hasn't he, Metamucil?
As he drives this ball down the line, just gets over the top of Linton. Interesting that Linton's gone forward.
Boxer, do you think he's playing loose?
He could be there, PC.
So Boxer, Linton goes forward, renowned backman.
Any reason? They've mixed it up a little bit too. I think they've obviously, with a few changes they've had more, they're looking a little bit taller down forward at the minute.
So a free kick from this stoppage will go in the way of Wack, and here he's been in super form. He'd nearly be a contender to make the team of the year as Wack goes to the pocket, but going back nicely is Thacker, and he takes the mark for the Magpies. No score, 3 minutes in.
Thacker goes short, just onto his defensive 50, finds out there Whitehill, moves the ball on quickly. Now into the hands of the first gamer in Benson. Takes his time, just sits this one up onto the far wing as the big men fly. Coming over the back with the big punch there, looked to be Hearn. On the ground, fighting by himself. I thought he had another bit of pressure. There was no one around him. He flicked the ball out. The umpire's called there, holding the ball. He's come out there, free kick going the way of Tyler Brown. Just sitting out there wearing the long sleeves today. Still in that far wing. Looks to come inboard, over to Wack. Put up, made him do the hard work. Dropped the mark he thought he would have taken. And now Sale are away. And they're going through bad handball there. Turnover in the middle of the ground. If you're going to turn it over, that's not where you want to turn it over. But McAuliffe's dropped what he should have taken. Still keeps the ball in front as good players do. Releases it out the back now. And that's Archie Grant. Goes deep inside attacking 50. for the Morwell side, but getting in there to release was Mitch Brown of the Sale side.
Yeah, and then they release the kick, and it might just come back again. The Tigers have got some numbers. Walsh attacked it, won it. Handballs back to Brown. They've got numbers in the middle of the ground. McFarlane says no. I'll come to the pocket where Jacobson can elevate, but Tainch got a fist in. Very well done. And he's continued a good form for Gippsland Isuzu Ute from last week as Patrick Tainch. He's been busy early down back.
I'll tell you what's been good about Morwell at the moment is they're prepared to spread as well, and they're covering the ground really well. So they're pushing the numbers forward, making sure the ball doesn't come out of their offensive 50.
McGuinness got whack out the way, gave it to Johnson. He coughed it up. Jacobson got tackled without the football by Allison, and the free kick will go to Jacobson. Not just a little bit slow getting up to is Jacobson. Potentially a little bit wobbly on his feet. Boxer. His chip kick goes good because it finds Quigley inside forward 50, 40 metres out.
Tell you, the old legend bars packed today there, Scud man, on a bit of cheerio. Now they're probably getting it in real live time. Now they've got a real radio there too, lads. So congratulations on catching up with the times as well.
All right.
So Rob, Aidan Quigley going to be kicking this one, Scud, from around about 50 metres, right on the line. The breeze working against him. Has he got the leg here, Bob?
He'll kick this easy.
He's going to have a shot. He's kicking it from 49 metres. Swings out wide. The ball is on its way. Swinging around a bit too far. Mark! Over the back. The umpire's called it. The mark has been paid. Max Linton made the move from a backman to a forward. Let's see if he can kick one like a forward or he's going to kick it like a backman. He's going to have a snap. He's hard up on the boundary. Around about 5 metres off the point post. He's having a look. His eyes are lit up. He's had a snap. What's he done? It's a minor score.
Hit the post. He's hit the post.
And
that's all right.
That first score from the match on the LV Forklift scoreboard has come at the 6.5 minute mark of the first quarter. More 1 point. Sale yet to go inside 50.
Yeah, one of the things about what they're doing right now, Morwell, is they're really pushing Sale through their lines as well. It may enforce them to error as well through their centre line attack through.
First quarter for LV Forklifts. Laverty got it into Collins. He's on his defensive 50, releases a kick towards the wing. Leslie was the target, just eludes him and goes to the right. And Sam Walsh, a good young player for the Tigers, chisels a kick inboard to Bailey with the bright yellow boots. Chip kick over the top. Can find Hillier half-forward flank. We know he loves to play on. He did so with a handball to Bailey. Goes towards McDonald. Great work by Will Leslie. And he puts a double fist into it. It goes over the boundary line. 7 minutes into this first quarter. Bit of a slow start. Tigers lead it by a point.
Just looking around out here, Darryl, the players all pushed up into the front half of the field. That's the Morwell attacking side. They're trying to build a zone as we have another stoppage. About 40 metres out from the Morwell goal. Players just looking around. There's no one here able to be able to get the ascendancy just yet. Morwell have had a couple of shots on goal, unable to put one through as Wack wins the tap out. Getting there forward and pushing it out looked to be Glenn of the Sale side. They just take it out to the boundary side again. What is it, guys? I turn up to commentate and the play just all goes to the far side of the ground.
I don't know why. There's no breeze.
no,
there isn't. I can't see a breeze at all. The windsock hasn't moved.
No, that's right.
It's still going the same way.
It's still horizontal. There's a strong breeze across the other side of the ground. Of course, Boxers here this afternoon for Carpet Country, helping dreams become reality as Brown has it on the wing. Goes towards centre forward. Nice kick. Found Jacobson. He turns and plays on quickly. The left footer chisels one to the lead. Good spoil again by Will Leslie. Allows Laverty to come in. Handball out towards Johnson. Now to Tainch. Goes backward. There's a free kick over the shoulder. Will come back towards Jack Johnson.
Just watching that match up there between...
Hang on. Sorry, we've had a reversal.
He swung the arm around Leslie then too. He hit Jacobson straight in the nog.
And then Jacobson turned the footy back to McGuinness.
In the nog, I said.
I was just wondering where he hit him there, Boxer. Thanks for clarifying there as Lockie Todd runs out of defence, delivers the ball long. Have they been inside forward 50 yet, Sale, Paul?
No, it's 7-0.
7-0. They're cutting it off at the half-back line is Morwell. Quick play on there. Good give and go. Boyd Bailey sits it out in front. Great pickup. Coming out there was McDonald twisting and turning now as young Jai Makepeace gets the ball out the back, finds its way to Quigley. This one up, finds a player out there. It was Bailey who continued to run on. Now he will be having a shot again near the boundary line from about 40 metres out, far side here from the Stan Morgan Pavilion. Released today, unveiled today in front of a lot of fans, a lot of family, a lot of long-term supporters. Well done, Morwell Football Netball Club. It's great to see the recognition of the long-term servants of the clubs, the volunteers who make the clubs tick. As he comes in now, Bailey from the boundary line, that's going up, and the breeze has pushed that one out of bounds on the full.
What breeze?
The non-existent breeze.
He was only 30 metres out, didn't make the distance. That's how strong it is.
One thing about Morwell at the moment is we know that they've been renowned for being slow starters as well too, so they've been really, very dominant. They've just got to make sure they get inside 50. They've got to score.
I think Sale actually kicking with the breeze as well, so
Yeah.
Even though they're kicking into it, they've certainly had all the play. The Magpies haven't been able to get it inside 50 yet.
I think that reward for your efforts to be able to get it on the scoreboard is so important for the morale of the midfielders and the back line, because all of a sudden you have all the play, it goes over your head a few times, and Sale, if they go forward now and kick one, all that hard work of the first 10 minutes is gone.
Whitehill had it on a half-back flank. He went lateral to Big Jack Leslie. He's hard up on the boundary line, far side of the ground at Morwell Rec Reserve. Just gets under this one a little bit. Tainch was there. Good work by Jack Johnson. Took on the tackler in Hearn. Umpire said you took him on. Holding the ball. And Hearn has it. And this Tigers defence and this Tyler Brown for Gippsland Isuzu. How many touches early?
6.
He goes towards half forward. Musel's there. Twist turns. Got a handball clear. Linton will let that bounce. He gives it backwards to Makepeace. He's just going to get a hand forward. Carlson, it didn't quite bounce for him. And the Magpies are able to hold the pressure up, and now they run. There's a Tiger play down. Collins drives it out towards the wing. And Tyler Brown again, if you don't mind. Touch number 7. We've played 11 minutes of football. Goes to Hearn. They switch this ball. Archie Grant will be on the end of this one if it sits for him. It bobbles. Now he gets it. Chips it over the top to Hearn again. Still in defensive 50, the Tigers. They come to the Stan Morgan Pavilion side of the ground, and he finds Tyler Hillier.
Tyler Hillier, half-back flank, goes short. Risky kick. Cutting in front was Whitehill of Sale, and sees that one out in front of the Morwell bench.
Max Linton caught one in the chops before there too, guys, and he's taken a little time to get up. But
clarify chops as best you can.
In the mid-region, we'll call it. And he's up and going now, right now.
Wack doing the ruck work again, picking this one up out of the pack was Berkeley McFarlane. Gets a rush kick forward. Players are it. Bailey gets his head over the ball. Quick little handball over his back to Galea.
Oh, geez.
Settle down.
Tigers just dumped Josh Galea.
Definite free kick there. Just tells the players to move on. Free kick right in front of the Stan Morgan Pavilion.
Kicks at the Todd.
Terrible kick. Straight into the hands of Lockie Todd. He goes short again. Finds Jack McLaren of Sale. Getting some instruction from his bench, only about a metre away. So he sits this one up nice and high, looking the players to get underneath it. Jack Leslie was there, leading the race back. There's that man, Tyler Brown. He gets pushed in the back. Wow. The umpire says, yes, Wonga. You've got it now. Tyler Brown's going to be coming in for possession number
9.
Possession number 9.
It's been huge, but the half-back line of Sale have been very good as well. They've been able to repel it a little bit too.
8 kicks. They did 8 touches, sorry. I've got a bit of homework for you too, Wonga. You're a good movie buff. Want you have a look at Lockie Todd and let me know who he looks like. Just see if we're on the same path. As playing on from half-back is Brown. Got around the man on the mark. Kicks to the wing. Big spoil. Good work by Bailey. Shuffles it out towards McAuliffe. Just running in Rogan there was Laverty, and then the free kick's going to come back to the Magpies.
Well, the Mustaka would probably take him back to an 80s genre.
Yes.
It's not Boogie Nights, is it?
A bit more current.
Okay.
So, ball gets to half forward. Thomas Campbell it was, sorry.
Yeah, good. Tyler Brown going at the moment. This
Holding the ball.
Unreal.
Another kick inboard on the 45s. Beautiful to Bailey. He looks for the run, and he decides to kick in the middle to Wack. And Wack just strolls through the centre of the rec reserve. Wobbles one it there towards McDonald. He's found him. On his own is Jacobson in the fat side. Does he get there? It's a neat kick. Jacobson took the mark, couple of extra steps, and said, I could fall over, I won't play on. And he'll go back to have a shot on goal.
Great ball movement there by Morwell.
Yeah, it was great transition there by Morwell through the half-back line. Again, Tyler Brown, who's been fantastic across the half-back line. He's just read the play so beautifully. Right up by B-Mac too. Jacobson ran hard through the lines there as well and found him deep in the pocket.
Coming in to have his shot at goal, here's Jacobson. Scoreboard side. 20 metres out, an acute angle. Ball is on its way, allowing the wind to do its thing, and it hasn't. He's got another minor score there for Morwell, but I tell you what, I know we're focusing heavily here on Tyler Brown and the number of touches he's had in the first quarter, but he's got a couple of friends there with him, with Boyd Bailey and Tristan Wack. They've had a lot of the footy too. 2
behinds, 2 points at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. That's the score on the LV Forklift scoreboard. Morwell 2, Sale 0.
Just having a look there, the lookalike there, Dale, you were saying there for Lockie Todd. I thought it looked a bit like Goose from Top Gun in the 80s, but you said it's a bit more recent.
Yes.
You were implying maybe his son?
And his son, he looks like Rooster.
I actually had Sean Penn in mind.
He's got the moustache. He looks like Rooster from the new Top Gun, of course.
I had John Holmes, but anyway, that's fine.
That's what I was implying in the 80s.
Galea hammered over the top to Bailey, and Bailey delivers to Brandon
Joke of the
McDonald.
day?
He's quite happy with himself as well.
He is.
Gippsland live on TOFM. First quarter action, the big important game, the Tigers and Sale. And the Tigers lead it by 2 points. No goal scored as yet. Brandon McDonald might say, I might just say, I'll kick the first. And that could be a Zambrero goal of the day contender into the breeze.
Already, yeah, we are up and about now too. And look, well done to Morwell because they needed that goal because they've had so much of the dominance of the first quarter inside 50. They had to score the amount of times they've repeated in. They've got to make sure they've scored each time they come in, and they've done that this time. Great goal from a deep pocket against the wind as well. There's a little bit of breeze across the ground, but a great build up there by the Tigers and a fitting goal.
And that goal has come at the 15-minute mark of the first quarter. Morwell 1 goal to 8, leading Sale, who are yet to score. And you're right, 11 inside 50s to 1.
Great reward for effort there by Morwell as Whack goes high in the middle, wins the tap down, but pushing through was Potts in his first game, gets the ball back, game tackled, was able to get it out. The umpire said it was all clear, no prior opportunity. Ball goes inside forward 50 for only the second time for Sale now. Hearn leads the race back there, gets a hurried kick off that left foot, gets it over to McDonald. Just trying to get the ball out here. The Morwell guys under a lot of pressure. Coming in here is that main man again in Tyler Brown. He's tackled hard. The umpire said no prior opportunity. We're going to ball this one up 30 metres out from the Sale attacking end.
What they've done, Wonga, they've gone one-on-one. It's been one-on-one since the start of the first bounce, and Morwell have really taken the ascendancy here.
Well, big moments for the Morwell Bowling Club this afternoon. $20 for a pot and palmer. Scudman
around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. Gippsland in the AFL, and it's the Giants 7-4-46. They lead Fremantle 3-4-22 in the second quarter.
Don't forget we need that Terrelgan Mafra score, so we need that as well, Boxer. As many times as you can. Sailor inside their forward 50. They're fighting hard. They're looking for something. McFarlane, though, good in traffic. Gets a clearing, dump kick out to some open space. Carlson leads the charge. He goes to ground. Laverty was there with the smarts. Kept his feet, kicked it in to his own teammate. Galea says, I'll go get the football, and then in the back. No, the umpire said my ball. Right in front of the Morwell coaching hierarchy. 17 minutes gone into this first quarter. The final round of season 2022. The Tigers must win if they want to play finals football. They lead it by 8 points at the moment. McCullough from the stoppage. Handballs clear towards Musil. Drives it half forward by Boot. And just eludes Brandon McDonald and Will Leslie. And we'll have a boundary throw in. 70 metres around now from the Tigers' goal.
Getting the ball forward again here, Morwell. Looking to get some more rewards. 17 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 1 goal to Morwell, 8. Sale yet to score. Of course, that's on the LV forklift scoreboard as the ball comes back into play from the boundary throwing. Mate getting the ball out there was Quigley. Over to McFarlane. Finds in the hands of Lopez. Tackled as he got rid of it, but finds the spot up there. Brandon McDonald, he's already kicked one for the day. The spearhead of the Morwell Football Club, and he's going to have another shot, this time from the other side of the ground.
That's 7 marks inside 50 for Morwell this quarter.
Needs that left post now. He needs to aim for that left post. The way the wind's going at the minute.
Left post.
Absolutely. You watch this. It's the way he kicks the footy. So he aims far wide and bang, it goes further.
He aimed for the left post and it finished.
He aimed for the right post.
It's still in the field of play.
Why would you aim for the left post when the wind's pushing it that way?
His kicking style as well there, Wonga. Can you give me? I'll just give you actually just to break up the crap. Terrelgan. Here, here's a score and a half for you. Terrelgan 7-1-43. Mafra yet to score. Wow,
Unbelievable. There's a rush behind here. Are you sure you're looking at this week? 7-1 in the first 18 minutes of play.
Yep, in the first 18 minutes of play, it is 7-1 to no score. That'll take the crap away from me at the minute.
Remember, they started 10 minutes earlier than us.
Oh, yes, very true.
1-3-9 more at the 19-minute mark of this first quarter. On the LV forklift scoreboard, Sale yet to score.
Laverty gets it out to Will Leslie. His defensive 50. Looks up. There's no one really presenting except for the coach and Johnson. So it sits him on his head, though.
Oh, good mark.
And that was Sam Walsh. And he is becoming a very fine player for the Tigers. Good bloodstocks is Sam Walsh. He goes to Musil, goes inboard to Hillier. He gets it to the fat side. McDonald's got the set. He worked the drop zone. Laverty did well. Helping out was Thacker. They did well there, the Magpies defence. And now Laverty will clear it out and find Freeman on a long, long searching lead. And he's a long way from home. He's the centre-half forward for the Magpies. He finds himself at half-back. 20 minutes about to tick over. Goes inboard to Jack Johnson, who quickly plays on, turns around, comes inboard towards a teammate in McLaren. The first time we've called him, here's Whitehill, gives it up to McLaren now, gets around one. He wants to get onto his right foot now, he does. He just kicks and hopes in the end, and it's all Tigers. And that man that we just spoke about, Walsh, is also having a good game. This Tiger back six have been dominant in this first quarter.
Risky kick pays off. McFarlane takes a nice mark out in front. Goes out wide. He's got the lead out there by Musil. He's in a race against the boundary line, and the boundary line wins. Just noticing in the game that the way that you mentioned them all back six, they just are shutting off that half-forward line of Sales really, really well. So they're chipping the ball around the middle of the ground, Sale, and then when they elect to go long, Desson, who's moved up to try to provide an option, they've got no one home. There's no one back there, so they're kicking it back as the more players get back every time.
Jack Leslie won it from the stoppage, drove it in, and it lands in the hand of Hayden Potts. I've got some interesting news too, boys, just via the text message.
Uh-oh.
The old mobile phone comes in very handy, and I can let you know that Lockie Todd is actually a pilot at the RAF base as well.
Oh, no.
So perhaps
He is the real rooster.
he is. Hayden Potts comes in and he gets the first in his debut for the Magpies, and the Magpie teammates get around him. He's got the first goal of the afternoon for the Magpies, and his first in his first senior game.
This is what you spoke about before too, Wonga. The ball comes inside 50, only a handful of times for Sale, and they score. You know, Morwell's had it in there, 4 or 5 times more than what Sale have had, and only scored the 1 goal. And this is where, this is where Morwell now has got to step up and say, right, we get it inside 50, we've got to be a little bit more methodical about the way we get it in and what we do with the ball when it comes in.
And the current inside 50s is 13-4 Morwell's way. And the score on the LB Forklift scoreboard is 139 Morwell, 1 goal straight, 6 Sale, 22-minute mark coming up.
Yeah, you don't want to go in at quarter time, only 3 points up. When you've dominated the play of Morwell, they'll look to rectify that and then get a goal here as Musil won the tap down, pushing through there. Oh, free kick's been paid going the way of Sale. Not sure, Boxer, if you saw what that was for.
No, he said holding the ball, but I wasn't sure whether that was quite there.
Whitehill goes out wide, finds Thacker. Goes out wide again, looking for the man out there in the first game of Benson. Right on the boundary line, goes inside, attacking 50 for Sale. Yet again, flying high over the back was Hearn. And the boundary line, the old backman's best friend, goes the big fist over the top, and we're going to ball it in, 25 metres out, Sale's attacking end.
Margin sits at 3 points now in favour of the Tigers. Ball back into the field of play. Ground level, Cody McDonald runs and draws with the handball to Carlson to Wack. The young guns from the Tigers combine. Wack's kick down the line. Will Leslie, nicely done in front of Brandon McDonald. And Will Leslie now puts it back towards half forward. Sale's got some numbers. Jack Johnson will be the one. Takes a mark, comes in board, usually a nice kick of the football. Just sort of floats on him a little bit. Freeman was good though, and was able to work Walsh off that one and take the mark.
Yeah, I was disappointed in Walsh in there too, because Walsh could have had the punch. He went for the mark as well, so they both went for the same result, but he was in front. Freeman's a good player. When you get caught behind playing back, you've got to make sure you hit the ball down forward. So it's a bit of an error there by Walsh.
So directly in front, they trail by 3 points to the Magpies. Skips in from about 40 metres now, the city end of the Morwell Rec Reserve, and Freeman pumps a fist to the sky. And the Magpies now take the lead.
Yeah, look, disappointing result there for the Tigers there too, because there's a couple of errors that cost them that goal again, and it cost them the first goal too. So just something they've got to work through maybe at quarter time, because it's getting close to quarter time. They've played 24 minutes. But, Sale have had the ball inside a lot less than what Morwell have, and they've scored 2 goals to the 1.
And the first 9 inside 50s went to Morwell, and they hit 1 behind from that, so that's very costly. LB Forklift scoreboard, as Darryl said, the lead has changed. It's a 3-point lead to Sale, who are 2 goals straight, 12, Morwell 139.
McGuinness to go up in the ruck, up against Wack. He's got a big leap, Wack, and he wins up, and it goes forward now. Falls into the hands there of McDonald, who kicks it forward, sliding out Taking a strong mark out in front was that man McDonald. That'll be his 3rd or 4th mark of the game. He plays on quickly, looks inside Bailey. He's got 3-on-1. Tough gig to try to win that one. Ellison clears the ball out. Finds the big man there, McGuinness. Gets the ball forward. They've got players. They've got the run here on the far wing. Sale, they've got players everywhere.
Good kick, Johnson.
Goes in nice and short to the coach, and Johnson, if he leads up, you say, yes, I'll kick it to you. He's got Tainch out wide. He's got one to beat there. It's done really well, McDonald. He's able to beat Tainch. He just mops up his own crumbing work. Kicks it out wide. He's got players here. They're on him all. If they can just pick the ball up. Picking it up was McAuliffe. Looks up, goes down wide, finds McDonald again.
No one inside 50.
No one at all inside 50. It's only these Sale players inside there. They've got plenty of numbers back. He's just got to hold the ball up. The umpire says you've got to play on. Go short now to McFarlane. Hard up on the boundary line. 48 metres out. 25 minutes gone. First quarter. Sale lead by 3 points. McFarlane off to one step. He's got the lead. 2 players there. They're going to ruffle it. Lands in the hands of Quigley. I'll tell you one thing Sale are doing. They're making sure that Morwell shots are all hard off the boundary lines. He plays on. And the siren goes. The ball went across the face of goal anyway. And Sale will take a 3-point lead into quarter time after Morwell dominated most of the play.
Yeah, only went 25 and a half minutes that first quarter. The Tigers 1-3-9 trail the Magpies 2 straight.
So give us a big wave from the bar there, mate, if you can see us. No, you probably can't.
What'd you make of the first quarter, Box?
Yeah, not good. Well, I did. I just think more probably would have made more of their opportunities inside 50, and Sale took their opportunities as well. To be behind by 3 points would have been disappointing. So they've got a lot of upside to it too. Now they've just got to get it inside 50 and make sure they make the most of the opportunities.
The second quarter is about to get underway. Here it is, all thanks to Zambreros.
The big men to fly. The ball goes up high. Winning that one out there was McGuinness. Knocks the ball forward. Tries to robe his own work. Putting his head over the footy there was Bailey. The umpire's called. Oof, that's a bit rough. Holding the ball. McGuinness does the right thing. Handballs it off. Still doesn't shepherd. Somebody get down. Give him the message. If you handball it off, you got to shepherd. But the kicks come in well to Whitehill. He's been lively. He's quite quick. 60 metres out. Kicks it into the hot spot there. Players set to fly coming in. High over the top of the big spoil. Johnson's got the ball. Handballs it forward to Leslie. Sits it out there now to the big man again, and McGuinness just sits this one high. Flying over the back with a big punch there was Brown. There's a handball for you. Leslie McFarlane gets a handball out. Releases out now through, was it Brown again? Players just on the far flank here. It's a turnover, a costly turnover. Going inside forward 50. Dropping back there. Couldn't take the mark was Johnson. Ball's just set up again into the hot spot, but Morwell have got plenty of players there. They're going to clear this one out.
Yeah, Hearn gave it to Bailey. Little chip kick from Bailey to Carlson. Squeezed the handball back towards Weatherall. The Sale Magpie forwards come at him. Weatherall's handball hits the toes of Carlson it was. Tried to get a clearing kick out, and it does so just nicely. Whack then grabbed it, took on the tackler, and in the back you'd think from Austin War. And the umpire said no. First gamer.
I've got some around the grounds too, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture in Gippsland as well. In the Gippsland League, Leongatha 9-2-56 to Drew and just the 2 points. Chiralga 9-1-55 to Maffra just the 1 goal. Warrigal 1-1-7 to Bairnsdale 4-3-27 and Wonthaggi 3-4-22. They lead Moe 3 straight goals, 18.
Taint from the stoppage, put it in the side forward 50. Top of the square, Brad Descent was there, couldn't mark. And now the umpire
Free kick.
has found a...
No, he's got the ball up.
My ball.
Okay, you watch him, Monk.
Just telling everyone to go away. So Leslie and Musil to do ruck duties. That's Jack Leslie. Tapped it down. Tyler Brown, nicely done. Handled in a dangerous spot though. Has to go collect his own footy. Dives down on the football. Good work by Descent. Try and get a handle out the back. There's lots of numbers around it, and a free kick now will be paid. It's going to go in the way of Tyler Brown. He had a blistering first quarter.
And 3 already this quarter, 12.
So he's up to 12 touches for Gippsland Ozuzu Ute this afternoon. A contender for our player of the day. And usually he uses it well. That time, no exception. And he finds Whack at centre-half back. Kick out wide. Johnson picks this one off. Didn't quite complete the mark. The umpire said he was interfered with. Top of the 50.
Plays on quickly. Swings around right on the 50. Sits this one up again into the hot spot. The big man to fly. Descent sets himself on over to get it. Brown, quick kick out. Going back with the fly to the ball, which Johnson plays on again. Goes short. Players come in, but cutting in front there was Quigley. No mark, play on, handball, quick succession of handballs, falls into the hands again of Brown, gets a handball forward as the Morwell players are just trying to knock this one forward as much as they can, but Tainch was tackled with the footy. The umpire said no prior opportunity. Had prior opportunity. He dropped the ball. And this is going to settle the game down just a bit with Quigley. True centre half back position. Just weighing up what's ahead of him. There is a lot of one-on-one football. Decided against it. Goes short, tough one. Flying up high there was Archie Grant. Just gets the required 15 metres there for Morwell. He's still very much on the half-back flank. Decides to go right out to the wing on the nice long lead there. Taken out by Jacobson. He's had a fair bit of it in this quarter, in the first quarter too, Jacobson. Just links up through Aidan Quigley. Far wing. 4 or 5 kicks. Haven't really gained much in the way of ground here. Wack dropped one he should have taken. He just mops up though with a good strong tackle. And we're going to have a ball up 55 metres out from Morwell's attacking end.
Yeah, well, I'll keep going with the scores as well. Elimination final at Meenion. And at they take on Foster 2-5-17. Lead Foster just the 1 point. And in the North Kippy, real tight one there. Churchill 3-3-21. They lead TTU 3-1-19.
McGuinness tapped it down, but we'll do the stoppage again. 4 minutes into this second quarter, no score, so the margin still sits at 3 points.
Do you know something we don't know, Boxer? You said you think Yanar's going to be the sneaky one into the finals, and I disagreed with you, but so far they're 16 points up at quarter time.
Yeah, I think they're just finding their form right now, and they just maybe settling players in the right positions when it really counts the most.
Laverty and Jack Leslie combined. Tainch's out there as well. Just stopped on the boundary line and no one went to him, so he just kicked it down the line. Bad bounce for Hearn. Allowed Big Descent to come in, trying to throw his weight around and did well in the end. Going to get out the back. Thomas Campbell's there, tapped it to himself. Hard up near the boundary line. Comes back towards the top of the 50, then loses it. Bailey was there. Squeezing handball out under pressure. Just missed Walsh. Boundary throw in.
Same pattern as the first quarter. Sale had 6 inside 50s for no score this quarter.
And the breeze going towards the city end of the ground as Boxers decided to leave.
He staged a walkout.
I think he's...
just lift the door, mate. It just makes the box rattle less. Just lift it as you close it.
So again,
thanks very much, Boxer.
Under work conditions, Boxer decides to leave. That's a couple of weeks in a row. Might have to have a chat to management. As Bailey has it on the half-back flank for the Tigers.
You can't even claim rain as a reason for the walk-off because we're undercover.
We're still not sure what's happening, but anyway, Boxer has left the commentary box. As Brandon McDonald took a mark on the wing and now 50-metre penalty will be paid. And this will take the man on the mark to about 40 metres out. As he'll have a bit of a look at this one. You would think this one's not going to anyone else except through either a goal or a behind or out of bounds on the full, you'd think.
All right, now Boxer's not here. We need to aim for the left goal post. Is that what we'll be thinking with this breeze?
Spot on, because that's where you start it, and it comes back to the right with the breeze going left to right.
That's a fair old 50.
Yeah, it is too. That's taking
about 25 metres out for his shot, nearly directly in front.
So Brandon McDonald, as we said, pumps the fist before it even leaves the boot, and it's gone straight through the middle. The Tigers needed that one against the trend.
I'll step in for Boxer with the special comments. The free kick in the middle of the ground, and there was an infringement over the mark. So a 50-metre penalty, which from up here looked to be about 75 metres, and it just put Brandon McDonald BMAC in front of the goals, 25 metres out, and as all good full forwards do, they just go on back and they put it on through truly.
And that pattern follows. First inside 50 for Morwell. It was Sailed who got their goal from their first inside 50 in the first quarter. Morwell take the lead back at the 6-minute mark of the second quarter, 2-3-15, leading Sale 2 goals straight, 12.
So Musil and McGuinness, the two ruckmen. Johnson's in there for the Magpies. McAuliffe is close. And then they ruckman go up. Good tap by Musil. He did his own roving work in the end. Allison tried to cut it off. Goes to ground, shuffles it out. Quigley fights hard at ground level. And they stand up with McGuinness. He looks at Cody McDonald and said, "What's that fly doing on me?"
He's a big man.
He is a big man.
Certainly very strong through the toiletries. You won't be able to move him out of the way too easy. His whack flies up, unable to win it. Goes down on his knees there, the big man McGuinness. We're going to do this one all over again.
Tackling pressure's improved in this game of football, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
Unbelievable, some of these tackles.
Oh, they're fast. Their first 3 or 4 steps are just super fast, and numbers around the footy. I mean, there's always going to be plenty of tackles, and right on call, there's another one. Aidan Quigley just wrapping them up. These young boys of Morwell over the last 4 or 5 years are becoming into men, big strong men, and they're playing good footballs. The umpire picks out a free kick going the way now of Quigley.
Holding the man
right in the middle of the ground. Takes it out wide, looks out there for the leader, McDonald. Using the body really well there was Leslie. That's Will Leslie. Just nudged him under the ball ever so slightly and was able to protect the ball drop area and took the mark, and he kicks it out wide. The umpire's called a free kick. It's going the way of Morwell. Looks to be in the hands of Tyler Hillier. No, throws that one back there to Hearn. Out on the far wing, he's going to send the Morwell side back into attack.
Good to see Nick Luceno back in the box. Welcome back. He's emptied his bag.
Thank you. I'm very, very happy now.
What are you empty?
30 years younger.
The bag that's attached to him. As he drives McLaren left foot.
He wasn't gone long, but
he drove it. McLaren drove it inside 50, but it was all Tigers. Weatherall got it out to Jacobson. Goes to the wing area. Right in front of the Stan Morgan Pavilion is Josh Kalia. He looks inboard. Chips towards half forward, presenting lead. McDonald drops that one. He's marked everything that's come his way. Cody McDonald ran into a Jack Johnson wall. No prior opportunity. We'll have a ball up. 9 minutes in the margin. Sits at 3 points. Back in favour of the Tigers.
ball goes up. Whack to fly high. Does. Gets the tap out. A nice tap. Puts it out in the forward advantage of McAuliffe. Just gets a handball back. Numbers around the ball here for Sale. Strong tap from behind. McLaren got wrapped up there by Makepeace. Wearing the headband out there, young Joe Makepeace. Goes short inside 50. They all stopped and looked at each other, Morwell players. They thought, who's going for that? I didn't call for it. The same guys, he's just come out and punched him.
Play on.
Lockie Todd just straight over the top, if you don't mind, Rooster.
Bit of low flying there.
Nice one. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, Darryl.
Been working on my jokes.
Yes, dad jokes 101.
Actually, you got to work on it a bit harder than that, mate, to compete with me.
Well, there's a good joke. That's Fox's joke of the day right there.
Dad.
Wonga, don't come here for 2 minutes and then do that.
10-minute mark.
I feel better now. Jesus crikey, mighty.
It's okay, Box.
It's good to have you back.
Oh, we didn't say anything while you left
I
either.
got lost in the rooms. It's all changed down there.
It is. McLaren at ground level, try to win it for the Magpies. Gets out the back. The umpires found a free kick over the shoulder to the Magpies. It's going in that way. Flight Lieutenant Lachlan Todd.
You didn't find Batesy down there. Batesy just ushered you on.
He didn't ask me, but I was being directed by a few people.
Inboard kick was dangerous for the Magpies. They got some numbers. McLaren comes through the other way. That was Benson, sorry. Quick, wrapped up in the tackle. And Brown said, yep, I'll take it, holding the ball.
Been a lot of holding the ball calls here early in this game, such as the tackling pressure as more quickly go inside. B-Mac gets the bounce. He's out the back of the pack, twisting, turning his leg. The umpire said, play on. You had the ball. It's all fair.
Hold the ball.
They're all calling for it.
Oh, no.
Come out. Twisting around. McCauley's had a snap. And he's put it through for a minor score. All the players stopped. They were looking up, appealing for holding the ball. And McAuliffe just picked that one up and had a snap. And probably should have done better from directly in front.
4 point lead to Morwell at the 11-minute mark of the second quarter. 2-4-16 the Tigers. Sale 2 goals straight 12.
Big moment all thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer night tonight. From $5.30, only $20 as Laverty brings it back in, goes straight down the middle of the Morwell Rec Reserve. Target Brad Desson, put one mid out, dropped it. Cody McDonald took on the tackle of Allison. That's holding the footy. And Allison wins it for the Magpies.
No chance to do the old Zambrero moment at the moment, have we?
The Zambrero goal of the day, that would be, Boxer.
That would be.
Brandon McDonald currently holds that.
As mixed up with me language and me English and me...
Benson gets it to half forward. McGuinness gave a handball off to the running Laverty. Chips over the top to Whitehill. He's too far out to score. The man on the mark's top of the 50. They present. And it is in the likes of Freeman and Cooper. Whitehill with an absolute dart. Laces him out and Freeman takes the mark.
Yeah, it was a strong lead by Freeman. He had the pressure all over him, but the ball was delivered beautifully just into the midriff. He was able to slide in and take the mark, and he'll go back to try to kick Sale's first goal of the quarter, 12 minutes in. It's been a really interesting game. It's high pressure, high tackling, both sides struggling to score. Let's see if he can turn this one around.
So virtually directly in front, from 40 metres out, puts it on its way. Freeman's a good kick, and Freeman puts it through. That's his second of the afternoon. And they regain the lead. They lead it by 2 points, box up.
Yeah, he's dangerous for even when he's in front of goals as well. We know how good he is when it gets there too. And it's just that old scenario where Morwell's had all the play inside their 50, but the turnovers cost them. They've been good inside with their tackling and everything else as well, but once they'll get it inside, their class is starting to shine a little bit more at the moment too. So the players like Freeman and players such as that are now starting to stand up and making Morwell a bit more accountable.
Third lead change for the match takes Sale to a 2-point lead. 13-minute mark of the second quarter. 3 goals straight to 2 goals for.
Wack wins this one forward. Putting the pressure on there was Berkeley McFarlane with Whitehill leading the race. Still no clear winner of the ball. They're diving and jumping all over it. There's plenty of action going on the far flank. No clear possession. Sale trying to work it all out. Strong tackle there by Zach Carlson of Morwell. Just releases the pressure. They're on here. Bailey has a shot at goal on the run. Can he put it on through? He has. That right there is a Zambrera goal of the day contender. And Benny Gonzalez makes his way through the box. Boyd Bailey just kicks an absolute ripping goal for Morwell.
His form's been incredible this year, Boyd Bailey, and also with the fact that, you know, he's the new incoming coach. Is that probably the term I can use for 2023? His form has been incredible. His leadership's been great on the field as well. And hopefully that might give the spark, even though it's only a 4-point lead, but I feel that Morwell should be more in front the way they've played the game out today. 14-minute
mark, 4-point lead to Morwell, 3-4-22 to South 3 straight 18.
We've spoken, Daryl, about the pressure. Zach Carlson's tackle on the half-forward flank allowed that ball to spill out, which then created the momentum for Bailey to go forward and kick the goal. So full credit to the winger out there in Carlson. Put his body on the line and his team got the reward.
Wack's got a freak in the middle of the ground, just caught one across the noggin as he drives it in. That's boxer terminology for you. Sanara forward, Musa was the target, couldn't quite get it there. Was Potts, he coughed up the handball. Now he gets a free handball. Bailey goes forward towards Quigley. Backwards to Walsh. He chips it over the top. Goes in the McDonald direction. Can't mark on this occasion. Ground level, they fight for it. Makepeace. Squeeze the handball to Wack. Goes back to Makepeace. He sweeps the handball out wide. Carlson's under a little bit of pressure. Takes a couple of goes at it. Comes through with a strong tackle was McLaren. Carlson's down as well. Coughed the football up and it goes backwards to Walsh, who squares it out to Brown. He quickly plays on, puts himself in a little bit of pressure, drives it half forward. McDonald goes back and takes the mark. Galea goes sliding down as well. Either way, there's going to be a McDonald mark or a Galea mark.
That's what happens when you get the ball inside 50 quick. You know, you've just got to make sure you get it inside quick, put Sale under pressure. And this is what happens when they don't know which way they're going. And obviously the timing of the lead from BMAC was fantastic, and he's got a shot at goal.
Well, he's directly in front. He comes in. He's looking for goal number 3. He likes it. And the boys behind the goals like it as well. The Tigers get their 4th goal of the afternoon. They get the margin out to 10 points.
They've set up the goal perfectly again from half back. And again, we'll keep mentioning that bloke. It's Tyler Brown. He was set up as well. His composure was fantastic, bringing the ball inside 50 as well. When you start moving around inside 50 like they have now, the Morwell Tigers, the ball's going to end up in your hands if you continually keep moving and getting the ball inside 50.
They certainly are getting good value for money this quarter. 7 inside 50 for 3 goals. They have a 10-point lead at the 16-minute mark. It's 28-18.
The big men fly up and at it. They've made the change. Jack Leslie into the ruck for Sale. Twisting out of that one was McFarlane. He copped one high.
Well done.
Player gone down at the back was Jacobson. Here's Wack. He's on the run on his left foot from 50. Just put it above the head of McDonald. They've still got numbers there. Pushing back is Todd. He's twisting and turning. He's trying to find a way out of this one. Mitch Brown there to add some release for Sale. Kicks it off the ground. Wack. Geez, he covers the ground well, the big man. Picks it up from 50. Centering ball. Good kick.
Bailey. Free kick, surely.
No, play on. Twisting. They're trying to get it out. He recovers. Flies. What a goal. He's got on the left foot.
1 point.
I was about to lift the roof off the Stan Morgan Pavilion there, Daryl. Excessive decibel output was coming our way, Paul Carter.
4-5-29 at Morwell. They've now got an 11-point lead over South, 3 goals straight 18. We've played 17 minutes into the second quarter.
Gee, I tell you what, the Triple T Deluxe Burrito Quesadilla from Zambrero was just about to be elevated. If that had gone through. The Tigers lead it by 11 halfway through this second quarter. Strong mark out of fullback was big Jack Leslie. Squares it up. It's going to be a 50-50. Allison and Linton. Allison will win this one because he kept his feet and stayed to ground level. Goes inside forward 50. McGuinness shoved Hearn out the way. McGuinness will handle over the top. Bounces, no! It missed it. Brad Desson lost it and then just absolutely buried Hearn.
That was a body slam.
Into the ground, and Hearn's just getting up now.
There's an imprint of his body there inside the goal square.
Repairal divots.
Johnson! There. Johnson's come in, he's roved it. The coach has come through, he's kicked it ahead in the goal square. The umpires confer, they say all clear. Sale get one back.
Midfield was flat-footed at a stoppage, and it's just the old cardinal sin. You just can't do it. Is it cardinal sin? Or?
Yep.
I don't know.
Keep it going, mate. You're right. We can make out words here on Gippsland Live. That's what you do most weeks. Keep going, my friend.
They made a boo-boo, and they got a goal. How's that?
And it's a 5-point lead to Morwell at the 18-minute mark of the second quarter. It is Morwell 4-5-29, leading Sale 4 goals straight, 18.
I'll give you
Longer, you still with us?
Let's just take it away. Terrelgan, 10-1-61. Mafra, 2-3-15.
Sometimes you think the boxer doesn't have a tongue.
They made a boo-boo.
Yogi Bear.
Oh.
I tell you what.
Where's Peckish this week?
I tell you what, boxer. Two things in the off-season. Maybe you might need some new choppers and a tongue.
Oh, come on, umpire. The umpire's called on out there as Newsell's flying up high, lifted the knee, mistimed it. The umpire said he threw his leg out and he can't do that. He didn't even make contact with anyone. But anyway, just having my little gripe there. Kick now going the way of Archie Grant. In defence, goes long for weight, kicks it over his head. That's happened a few times today. Players get back there. Clearing that one out with the handball was McLaren. Quick kick coming out from Whitehill, but getting back, taking the mark was Sam Walsh here on the wing. Stan Morgan Pavilion side. This time it goes short, and Johnson chips in the way, stops Wack from taking the mark. They got players around, goes short and in now to Taitch. Looking for movement up the ground, sells a bit of candy, gets his way around, has a bounce. Oh, it's a medium kick though. Mopping it up was Brown. He was tackled hard, caught, holding the ball. The big guy, and he's injected himself the last 5 minutes, Jack Leslie, into the game, and he's making a difference.
Johnson's clearing, kick goes out to Laverty. Jacobson's got two to beat. He can't do so. The Magpies did well, but Jacobson comes back and beats him in the end. Handballs to Brown, over the top to Wack. Now they've got an open forward line. McAuliffe streams back. Does it get to him? It bounces. McAuliffe and Leslie's got some toe. He wins it close to the boundary line, gets tackled. And we have a boundary throw in. 20 minutes gone in this second quarter. It's a 5-point margin to the Tigers now.
How quick is Leslie?
He's super quick.
Wow.
Will Leslie with some wheels.
Well, right up to McAuliffe as well, mate, to hold him up. It was good work.
Freeman just comes out from the change rooms. Just keep an eye on him, boxer. Boundary throw in. No one can win it. Wack put on a strong tackle. And we'll have a stoppage 25 metres out.
He's putting himself into the right spots all around the ground, Wack, Tristan Wack, and he's doing good at ground level. If they'd only kick it to him properly, he would have had another 5 or 6 possessions as either going over his head or at his feet. He's having to work hard for every possession he gets, and he wins the tap down, but we're going to do this one all over again. Boxer, you've got some scores there.
Yeah, Murray still trailing by only 4 points this time against Wonthaggi. 22-18 down there, and Bairnsdale are leading by 20 points against Warrigal.
And that's for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland.
All important Traralgon Mafra score, boxer.
I gave you that before, Scott.
All the listeners want to know.
Okay, I'll do it again. It's 10-1-61 to 2-3-15 at the moment through the second quarter.
Well, that sets it up. Sets it up. Doesn't Morwell lead by 5 points if they were to maintain that lead, and Traralgon will continuing to dominate Mafra.
Live ladder.
Morwell will play finals.
Live ladder right now sees the Tigers in 5th spot.
Wow. Here we go. The umpire's called one out. It's a free kick going the way of Sale on their half-back flank. Looks to be Laverty out there with the ball.
And Wonga, Leongatha just cruising against Druin, 9-3-57 to Druin, just the 3 points.
Was that the score at quarter time? Has that been updated?
It's currently through the second quarter.
Okay, thank you very much. Picking the ball up there was Musil. Releases the handball to McFarlane, who gets another handball himself. This time they hit Wack on the chest, and he's away. He's trying to draw the player. He does. They go inside forward 50, looking there for BMAC. He's got 3. He doesn't get another one here. I'm just watching when they're going inside 50, when the ball is coming in and Sale have had time to set up. I don't think BMAC's the right target because Leslie's up for the contest.
And that's what they've done. When they put the board in the more of attacking side away from BMAC, they'll be more dangerous.
That's correct.
Berkeley McFarlane for 4 disposals, all handballs.
Stop it.
A duck of the head there. The umpire said play on. Oh, it's an inside out. Chanana.
Yes. There you go.
No, don't start that crap. Chanana. There's no such thing as a chanana.
What is it?
You're a banana, the whole lot of you. Fair income.
Well, it went out of bounds on the full, that Chanana.
I'll give you an AFL update because it's more important. And it's not the Kennedy Grand. I've just worked it out. The Kennedy's been sponsoring it. I've been saying it all year. Anyway, the Giants, 7-4-46. They lead 3-0-6-5-41 on the Kennedy scoreboard.
Bound for the Magpies. Kicks in there, it'll be a free kick.
All year I thought it was Kennedy Stadium.
That's true.
Every game's in Kennedy Stadium.
Where's Kennedy Stadium? I thought it was Tasmania.
So Max Litton for the Tigers, 23-minute mark of the second quarter. This is Gippsland Live on TRFM. Great to have your company. It's the final home and away game of season 2022. And as it stands at the moment, the Tigers are in front by 5 points, and that means with Maffra losing at the moment to Terrelgan, the Tigers are inside the top 5. And boy, oh boy, would that set up a great elimination final next week, Terrelgan and Maffra.
I want to see more maybe using the ball better coming inside 50. Maybe just share it around a little bit more rather than just bomb it in because they haven't got the big tools down forward to do that unless they're going to hit up lead.
One of the past legends, I think, just handed the ball back. It would have been a first touch in about 40 years.
Who?
And if that looks correct, it could even be
Danny Miller.
Rick Gallier. It might be. No, he's on the boundary line. It's not him. That's for sure. I'll get it who that it was in a moment, who's had their first touch.
That would have been Moose Giddens, I reckon.
No, 24-minute mark.
He's up in the can bar.
So whack.
Serving them.
Guinness tapped it down. Trying to work hard there was War for the Magpies in his first game. Squeeze out the back. Head over the footy there was Laverty. Got it backwards now to Collins, kick around the body. Carlson stood underneath it, dropped it, and then bounced off the tackler in Jack Leslie, who jumps back on him again. And will just help himself up.
He's been good, Carlson, because he's done the really inside stuff work that just winning the ball inside and getting the ball out to his feeders.
Strong body. They fly up high. McGuinness gets a tap down, but only as far as Bailey. Picking that one up in the pack was Quigley. He's been at the bottom of a lot of packs. McFarlane thrown out. Carlson gets a grubby little kick forward. Twisting and turning, going backwards there was Makepeace, but it's effective. Having a look behind him, Walsh, he's got time to have a bounce in the middle of the ground in the Morwell Recreation Reserve. Goes out wide looking for Cody McDonald. He leads the race. Great pickup. He's under pressure. Strong tackle by Jesse Collins. Geez, the tackling, the pressure's been great all day between these two sides here at the Morwell Rec Reserve between Morwell and Sale. And Morwell enjoying a 5-point lead right now, 25 minutes into the second quarter. And that's thanks to Gippsland Isuzu.
So boundary throw-in didn't happen. We'll have another one. Just quickly in the A-grade netball, guys, just an update for you. Obviously, Morwell play Sale. Nothing had happened with that. The Tigers finish on top. Sale won't make finals. They've got the rolling subs happening as a trial for next year coming into it today. So it's a great initiative that the Gippsland League are running.
Very good. Rooster's just down here in front of us at the bench having a drink.
Yeah, Flight Lieutenant Rooster, or Lockie Todd as he's known to his flight commanders.
And is there a score, Scotty? Are you just implying that there is a rolling sub?
No, we're just the rolling sub. So it's interesting how it's going to work. Great idea. I think it's good time to trial things. Nothing can sort of happen. It's only this particular game, of course.
The North Kippy scores, though, Scott. I've got an important score, half-time. And it's TTU, 6-9-45. They lead Churchill 4-3-27.
And around the ground, thanks for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland, as the ball is out on the far wing again. Here at the Morwell Rec Reserve, as the players are looking to just get the play on the way with 26 minutes gone.
Just it's interesting, the Tigers forwards are all high. They're all up around the 50. Now, BMAC now rolls back as the play progresses from this stoppage, but just all high, which is an interesting way of setting things up.
You still got the release handball out the back to McFarlane. We got it forward to Quigley, who snaps this one inside that attacking 50, and coming out was BMAC. The Sale defence have been strong all day. That was a strong tackle down there. Wax picked it up, snapped from the boundary line. They got a player on there, and taking the mark was BMAC.
He works hard, doesn't he? He works hard inside 50. He was in the He was in that first contest, and then he found himself in the right position for that mark. It's going to be a tough kick from there. He'll go left, check side. Nature na-na-na-na-na.
It was Riley Lopez who did the hard work on the boundary. He gets on the left. Oh, the siren as he put it on through. Oh, my goodness, he hasn't. Oh,
that was close because he played on too.
The umpire's right on the siren. You've got to be on. That's 2 in a row. That happened at the end of the first quarter and the second quarter. Kicks for goal right on the blow of the siren.
So the point stands, and the Tigers at half-time, 4 goals, 6:30. They are leading the Magpies by 6 points, 4 straight, 24. They trailed by 3 points in the quarter time. And the Tigers kicked 3 goals to 2 in the second. It's half-time here at Inter Energy Gippsland League. Final game of the home and away season for season 2022. Coming to you from the Morwell Rec Reserve this afternoon. It is Gippsland Live on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley. It is great to have your company, and you can cook with the world's best brands, Electrolux, Miele, Smeg, Bosch, and more at your local Harvey Norman store.
The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan.
And the process to organise dinner on a Saturday night with my partner. Built a list from the newspaper and article I saw, then we Instagrammed, then we researched, then we finally knuckled it down, and we're booked in to go to dinner on Saturday night.
You made a short list of potential restaurants for Saturday night.
It took a week.
I'm also going out for lunch this weekend as well for my mum's birthday. We chose the pub with the playground.
The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan. Weekday mornings from 6. TRFM.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as
Hinsdale, open and ready to help 24/7. Call 1300 669 129 or at buckandtowing.com.au.
Hear that? That's the beautiful sound of the Morwell Bowling Club Bistro. The perfect atmosphere for a post-win feed or a sorrow-drowning loss. Especially because Saturday is pot and parma night. Choose from the selection of yummy parma toppings. Only $20 every Saturday from 5:30 p.m. Includes a pot of beer, soft drink or a glass of wine. To make a booking, phone the club on 5134 3449. 52 Hazelwood Road, Morwell. Visit the website morwellbowls.com.au for other specials during the week.
The Triple T Deluxe Burrito and Quesadilla are back this winter at Sambrero. Twice the cheese, loaded with rich Truffello sauce, toasted and oh so warm. For a limited time, only at Sambrero. It's feel-good Mex.
juicy Aussie beef and fresh salad. Try the Quarter Pounder Deluxe at Macca's.
This is the third quarter. Gippsland Live on TRFM.
Let's get down to business.
Well, we're going to get down to business, all right. The third quarter's already started. It started in a flash because the Magpies have cleared it out of the middle of the ground, and Jaden Allison got on the end of it and kicked a great goal to get things underway here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. The third quarter, well, we apologise for the late little delay, but the Magpies don't care because Allison put it through, and the margin all of a sudden is all square, Boxer.
It is, mate, and what Sale did just then, they forced the error from Morwell. They just kept pressing forward with the tackle and pressure, and rewarded with a goal.
So back in the middle of the ground, Leslie got up, that was Jack. Ground level, Allison squeezed a handball back to Ronke. He gave it to Whitehill. He kicked around his body, high to half forward, but Linton for the Tigers read it better, was first there, took the mark, comes inboard to centre half back region where Big Musil takes the mark, squares it up laterally to Grant. He can chip it over the top to Walsh, and he does that now, top of the 50. Carlson presents, he goes short to him, he's got a mark, and he does. In front of a closing Jack Leslie. Gave him a little clip to go with it. Inboard 45 kick to Grant was okay. They've had a few touches, haven't travelled far. That all was dangerous to Brown. He goes in the dead centre of the ground and Morwell Rec Reserve. Hillier finds it, rolls around. Right foot kick in the front spot. Leslie just shepherding down there with a teammate. McAuliffe shrugs his tackle and the shoulder. McLaren had him. Ronke again has been busy in this quarter. The handball off to McLaren, kicks down the line. Freeman was there. He overran it. Linton gave it to Carlson under pressure. Collins dives on top of the football. The Tigers dive on top of him. And the umpire crosses his arm. We'll ball it up.
That's what we're talking about at the half-time break, Darryl. Morwell worked the ball up really well. Clear possession, chip, then went to a 3-on-1 with the lead coming out from BMAC. When they had players running in behind the play, they had to just get that one up and above. As Cody McDonald's handball to himself, and it's gone over for a boundary throwing.
And just on that, they've got young Tom Gray up from the third, who it's his second game of senior football. He's a natural forward. He leads and presents, and they've used him probably 5 or 6 minutes only for the half. I think he gives an option down there, and I think they should move him down there.
And big knock forward there by Newsell. The umpire's called a throw, and that was against Mitch Brown with his long sleeves on. Free kick going the way of Makepeace, goes inboard. Nice little kick there, finds Bailey. Goes inside now, that's a better lead, but big punch from behind by Leslie.
It's a good battle.
B-Mac's gone out, he's head over the football, he's following up his own ball. Oh, big pick up there by Hillier. Handball's out wide now for Brown. Gets the ball just forward, they're under pressure here, but Will Leslie's having a great game for Sale. He's been a general back there in defence. He pushes that one forward, and we're going to have a boundary throw-in.
Box up, that match-up. Well, Will Leslie and Brandon McDonald's a cracker.
Yeah, I've been been in awe of it all day because Leslie's so good off the mark, and BMAC he leads so hard because he wants the pill, so he wants to lead hard and 3 or 4 times to make sure he gets in the right position. So Leslie's been on the ball as well, and he's got 3 goals. So who to give the chocolates to at the moment? It's an even game at the moment, I think.
McFarlane gave a free kick away to Allison, and then the kick went inboard and it landed in the hand of Potts, who won his free kick as well.
And he's kicked 3 out of 4, so, you know, do you give it to him at the minute?
Not sure. Potts squares it out. McGuinness just dropped the mark. He should have taken it. He had plenty of time. So it was Leslie who was that one. He kicked it towards McGuinness' direction. Out the back is Brown. He's been busy for Gippsland Ozuzu, trying to pick it up at ground level. Couldn't do so. There was Benson. Squeezes out the back, and Tyler Brown just jumped in someone's back there, and it'll be a free kick to the Magpies, and it's going to go in the way of Collins on the far side of the ground, hard up against the boundary line. Looks up, goes inside forward 50. The target is Desson. It gets to the back. Freeman read it well, gathers it, steps around his body, and missed. Paul Carter's got an eye like a cat. He is a cat.
When you
He's
see
a
the
cat
shadow
man.
go across the goalpost. 5-1-31. It's a lead to Sale now. They lead by that 1 point on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 5-minute mark, third quarter.
Moll bring this one back into play. Was it touched? The umpire saying, yep, throw it in. Has gone over the boundary line there. They're looking for the lead there. Looked of Linton. As they're just gathering on the 50-metre line. Sale's attacking end. It's been a really explosive start to this third quarter. Both sides keen to finish the season off with a win, especially Quigley. He's pushed a few away. He's kept on running. That's a great effort. He goes inboard, finds Lopez. Tough one. Tough mark out in front there of our man, Rooster. Umpire says play on. Lopez sits up high. It's not the best of kicks. He's going to have to make his man Bailey work for it. Harry Ronke gets back, gets a handball off, gets it in the hands of Whitehill. It's been one of their better players today for Sale, Whitehill, as he goes forward, but only as far this time as Sam Walsh, who takes a steady mark right on the wing.
Yeah, got it to McFarlane, handball to Grant, goes to the fat side, Quigley and Tainch. Tainch this time, won it. Quickly run down, but got his ball to boot, and it gets out towards half forward in the far boundary line. Tigers got some numbers back there. This time it's Wetherill. Twisting, turning, little chip kick inboards. Neat. No, not quite. Over the top of Grant. Did well. He's got some company now. And McLaren came in, gave it to Tainch. Inboard to Allison. He can go one more by hand to Jack Leslie. And now they've got to push it to the far side of the ground. Johnson will go back and mark this footy. And in the far forward pocket, it'll be a tough kick because the breeze is still blowing in that direction from left to right of the ground, kicking towards the city end.
It's calmed down a little bit, hasn't it?
It's got worse.
Okay.
So Jack Johnson scores sit with 1 point margin for the Magpies.
You sure?
I am sure. It's a 1 point margin box.
No, it's about the wind. I think there's that wind out there.
Well,
you're exaggerating it.
Follow the conversation. Jack Johnson comes in, skips from 45, right foot kick on its way, if you don't mind. There is a coach's goal if you ever need one. And Jack Johnson puts it through. Sale leader by 7 points. The live ladder currently stands. Maffra inside the top 5.
You know, they've had 7 scoring shots to 10. And this is the reason why they're in front, is they're making every opportunity count with their inside 50. And, the coach steps up and kicks a goal that probably shouldn't have been, and he got. And now they're just making every post winner. Sale.
A 7-point lead at the 7-minute mark of the third quarter to Sale. They're the only ones who have scored this quarter. They kicked all 2 goals, 1. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Sale 6-1-37, leading Morwell 4-6-30.
The umpire's going to call this one back and go again. The throw wasn't all that good. So Jack Leslie going into the ruck. It certainly has turned the game around. His mobility, and he's won that tap, but only down to the hands of McAuliffe. Called a throw. They've played on quickly, getting plenty of the ball now. McLaren goes in a grubbing kick, no one able to get the ball. Tyler Brown slides in, applies the tackle, got players running in. He's got one on in front of him, and Ellison gets the ball forward, diving mark from Dessert. He's able to take it. Those names are starting to link the play together. Sale have come to play in this second half, and they're making Morwell pay. They're going to be lining up for their third goal of the quarter.
It's just that simple stuff in footy, isn't it? When you play in front, win the ball when the ball's in your area, and Destin's always going to be hard to beat. With a big frame like that, who's going to get around him? And he's in front, right in front of the goals as well.
Brad Destin looking for his first of the day to stretch the lead for Sale. He goes back. The umpire barely moves. It's all clear. That's 3 for the quarter for the Magpies. They're up and about here.
And this is what worries me about Morwell, because they've been in positions of games where they've actually been there to win, and they've nearly won the game themselves, and then they just had these lapses. And hopefully it's only a lapse for this quarter, because I know there's a lot at stake here. They need to actually bounce back from these couple of fundamental mistakes they've made themselves and get it right.
The 13-point lead for have a Sale at the 9-minute mark of this third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Sale 7-1-43, Morwell 4-6-30.
Boxer, Morwell need to stop this now. They can't wait till the end.
They can't wait. They can't not wait.
They've got to make this happen. We're now out over 2 goals in the lead. They've only kicked 4 for the game. But now the time has come from all the on-ball influence here from the Sale on-ballers is just too strong right now from all.
It's right here, right now for the big moments. It's all thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer only $20 tonight. And the Tigers need a lift if they want to play another week. Tap down there by Whack. Goes again. Handballs forward to the pack. Back there nicely, though. It was, looks to be Thomas Glenn, who was wrapped up in a tackle from Makepeace. The umpire will ball it up. We've travelled 10 minutes into the third quarter.
Scott, there's a fair bit of peanut gallery out there as well. There's not a lot of wind in box, all right? So there is not a lot of wind out in Morwell at the moment. That's what I said.
Okay, all right.
I'm just copping a lot of flack on social media at the minute.
I'm confused what you just said, but anyway.
I've got no idea
the windsock.
That's right. No one knows what's going on, but the helmeted one goes out wide to McDonald. He's looking for the players down there. They're fighting over the ball, diving over the top of it. That time was Archie Grant. Gets up, trying to get the ball out. Makepeace there too, along with McFarlane. That one's not going anywhere. Right in front of the coaches who are applauding the pressure and effort of their Sale chargers out there. Whack to go up. Going up against the big man in Leslie. Just pushes him out of the way as Leslie gets a little kick forward. Boyd Bailey, he leads the race there. Umpire says we'll throw this one in right in front of the timekeeper's box, right in the interchange steward down there. That'd be Michael Henderson down there as the interchange steward.
Well, it is
the one and only.
It is, but don't give him any plaudits at all. Over the back.
Let's move on there. Puts his head over the ball with Jacobson. Could have got a free kick. The umpire said no. Rooster handballs the one out the back. Finds McLaren. Gets a kick inside 50. Going there was the big man. The ruckman going up high was McGuinness. He was unable to take it. Morwell release. Nice little one-headed mark. You can hear the happiness of the crowd as Jacobson pulled in a one-hander. Makepeace gets over the ball. Diving in front there was Rooster again. He caught one in the ribs. Oh, they're called the sliding rule.
Yep.
The sliding rule. So Makepeace plays on, tries to draw a player, gets around, sells some candy, sits out in front of Musil. Here's the move. Oh, as he touched high around the neck. The umpire says, hell yeah, Wagga. And the kick's gone forward, though. They're going to call play on bouncing Carlson. What's he done? Has he put it on through? The Morwell players are celebrating. Oh, yeah, he has. That's a Zambrero goal of the day.
Yeah, we've got no music for it, but... oh, dear Lord. But the quick play by Morwell. I think it was that quick transition from the half-back and some great work there again. But Carlson, is that player again that was inside where it counted as well? And he got a lucky bounce. Let's call it. It was a lucky bounce. But, in this time of game and the time of what it means for them, the luck of the bounce was perfect for Morwell.
7-point lead to Sale on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 7-1-43 to Morwell 5-6-36, 12-minute mark.
Well, they stopped the 4 goals in a row. The Magpies have kicked to the game. And now they need to go again to the Tigers. Jacobson handballs into Quigley. He's got some run. And he little chip kick inside 50. Galea was there. Nice pick up. The releasing handball to Lopez. And you've got to take your opportunities when they present. And the minor score sees the Tigers now trail by 1 straight kick at 6 points. And that is on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
That was a big moment for the Morwell Bowling Club. You've got to put those ones through. Riley Lopez.
Lieutenant Lockie Todd. So that's our first flight sergeant. Lockie Rooster. I've watched it a few times. Todd drives it down towards the wing area. Big spoil from Hearn out the back. McAuliffe goes to ground. The forward handball was good. Galea's handball, not so good. Grant was there. Fumble once, fumble twice, and then a strong flying sling tackle.
Call.
And Hayden Potts, the first gamer, doesn't mind throwing his weight around. As the free kick will go to Archie Grant. Looks up. Lots of Sale numbers ahead of him. He's going to wait. He goes in the McDonald direction again. He's got 4 to be. He's going to fly. Oh. Can't quite get the mark. Ground level. Thatcher's there. Quick kick. Jack Johnson. Free kick. No. Play on. Johnson was there. Release the kick. Half forward wing. Goes to McGuinness.
McGuinness sliding in. The big man gets a handball off quickly to Taish. Just sells a little bit. He's got no one forward. He's having to go backwards, and he does so into the hands of Whitehill. He's got the handball on forward if he wants it. He gets over the top there to Johnston. Gets the ball forward again, this time to Whitehill. They're turning, twisting, looking for whatever they can get. And they've just found one open there. Jesse Collins, 45 metres out, directly in front. Patience with the ball. You don't have to get rid of it.
No.
You don't have to get rid of it if no one's about to tackle you. You just got to maintain possession. And that's what Sale did. And now they're going to have a shot at goal.
Yeah, it's that basketball ploy. You just use that sort of tactic. Just share the ball around. Collins ran from half back to put himself in that position right now to have a shot at goal.
It's coming in directly in front. Carlson's clapping him in on the mark. It's going to take every bit of 45 metres, and it is not moved at all. It's gone straight through. Jesse Collins has his first of the day.
Yeah, great kick there too, and from the distance, and with with a bit of an assistance from the breeze, Wonga. It was a great kick there by Collins, and he worked hard to get to position, and perfectly called by yourself too. They did share the ball around until they didn't panic. Sale got the ball in the right hands at the right time, and they were rewarded with it as well.
And the score line sort of says it all, doesn't it? 8 goals won from their 9 shots Sale, 49 points, leading Morwell by 2 goals. And they are 5-7-37. That's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, and we've played 15 minutes of the third quarter.
They're a better side, Sale, when Jack Leslie goes into the ruck. And it's freed up the big fella McGuinness to go forward. He's taken a couple of marks for them. They're just getting that ascendancy now out of the clearances, and that's the result. That's why they've kicked 4 goals to 1 in this quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Mutual will go into the ruck duties now for the Tigers.
McLaren's had a quiet day, but he's certainly lifted in this quarter, Paul.
Who was it?
McLaren.
McLaren, 5 touches this quarter.
So Leslie this time, big tap forward, got high. Cooper Whitehill tries to run onto it. Quigley went back with some company. He's going to win the free kick, does Quigley. As McLaren just gave away the free kick. Quigley comes to the grandstand side towards Carlson. He's got a runner behind him, but he decides to turn and go and then drive it towards half forward. McDonald's a target. Will Leslie in the front spot. Makepeace did well. Got a handball to McDonald. Carlson just left it behind. Todd was strong. And then a quick kick down the line. That was from War.
Oh, goodness.
And I missed that. I was looking at the kick. Paint the picture, Wonga.
Well, he slid in there to take the mark. Walsh. Nothing in it. Coming through hard was Freeman attacking the footy. Walsh just stuck his head out, and he's just lucky it's still sitting in between his shoulders.
Well, and he had a double take when the footy come back to him as well.
He just puts his mouth guard back in. He goes short, finds a player there in McFarlane. Just wipes away at his jaw. There's no blood there, but tough stuff here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. All on the line here for Morwell today. Must-win game if they are to play finals in season 2022. As he play on quickly. Tyler Hilliard takes the advantage. Ball falls in down in front of Galea. Carlson swings out, gets it out to McFarlane, gets a handball forward. Running on forward for him was Hillier. He gets a release handball, but it was a strong tackle by Whitehill. And the players had just punched this one over. That time was Ethan Dyer of the Sale side. And Morwell, they need to kick one here. 17 minutes in to this quarter. They trail by 2 goals. Season on the line.
Right now.
Great stuff here in Gippsland Live.
Jack Leslie tapped it straight towards the boundary. We'll do it again, Box.
Yeah, I'd love to see quickly go forward, actually, because we know he's a dangerous player inside 50. I think maybe just to give that second option, because they are very reliant at the moment on BMAC, and now Galea's gone forward, but they need another option.
Well, Tom Gray's the one. He hasn't been spent any time on the ground. I think poor management at the moment. They do go forward. Whack could be the target. He's taken the mark directly in front. And I might go on a little bit, but I'm just not understanding why they're not using their bench. It's today's game. They're going to use it.
I don't mind this match-up here with Wack going deep forward for them. We know if they set it up for it, he's such a huge leap and he's fast, they won't be able to stop him. So hopefully his kicking boots are on today. It could be his turn to swing the game around.
It's about where do you want him most. He's dangerous kicking goals. I think you're right. He's directly in front. He comes in, a much-needed goal for the Tigers, and he's put it through the middle. It's exactly what they needed, and it gets the margin back to within a manageable one. It's a kick now.
He's an exciting player. He's so agile and he's so versatile too. He can play in the middle, down forward. He's got great height, great athleticism as well. I just really love the way he goes about it. He definitely is in my Gippsland League Team of the Year, no doubt about it.
And Tristan Wack's goal at the 18-minute mark of the third quarter brings the scores back to a 6-point margin on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Sailor 8-1-49, Morwell 6-7-43.
I do need the Gippsland League to update the website, please, because the scores are still the same as what they were at half-time. So if you're listening, update the scores, please.
So Wack is starting deep inside the forwards in the square.
Yep.
And we've got BMAC starting up about 40 metres out directly in front. They go on the two-pronged attack.
And Leslie's in the ruck, so they got the advantage in the middle now, Sale, and trying to bust his way through from the stoppage there was Todd.
That's all right. Musel's been around a long time. He's played against some ruckmen. He just needs to bring it down to a 50-50 contest here.
Just going to hold the nerve.
That's not a 50-50 contest because Leslie just smacks it forward. Carlson gets bumped off the ball. Getting his head over it now, coming out hard. It's the first game player in. Potts. He was tackled down. The umpire said it was all fair. Applying the tackle then deep in and underneath was McDonald. And we're going to ball it up.
I want to see more out of Cody McDonald. We've seen a lot from him this year. Some great football. He needs to be released maybe through the midfield or something to just get his hands on the ball.
Laverty kicks that one forward, quickly running onto it. It was Tainch. Perfect front and centre. Push out from behind. That was Freeman. He's able to get the ball forward. They're just trying to create something out of nothing here. McLaren. And he runs that one over the boundary line, deep inside. Sales attacking forward 50. 20 minutes exactly gone.
Brown's down.
Here in the third quarter. He's had a great game today, Brown. Best on ground thanks to Gippsland. Isuzu would be a contender. Hopefully he's okay.
Ball comes back into the field of play. Good little tap by McGuinness to Allison, wrapped up in a Hillier tackle. Tyler Brandt still down. Trainer's just getting to him now. He's in all sorts. Of course, he's a defender and the ball's inside Sales forward 50, so communication must be on for the Tigers. As the ball will get thrown back up again. This time Musa got the hand on it and got his kick. It was partially smothered though. Didn't gain a great deal of territory. Head over the football was Todd, and the umpire will cross his arm, and Wack's having a bit of a go at Leslie and also Dyer. He won't take a backward step. Have a look at those red curls, that's why. 20-minute mark of the third quarter, 6-point margin. Boxer, it's hair.
Oh, okay.
Something you're not familiar with.
I wasn't sure what he was talking about there, Wong. He always throws these things in.
Tyler Hillier deep in defence. He's been awarded the free kick. He said it's gone short. It was risky. It's paid off. Linton takes the mark out in front.
Brown's okay.
Brown's okay. He's up and about. Kicks it to kick. It's over too high. Flying in over the top. Old Rooster boy.
See what you did there, Wong.
Cock-a-doodle do. Goes inside the 50, juggling one he should have taken was McGuinness. He really should have wrapped that up. They clear it out now through Makepeace, gets a wide handball. He's tackled hard, releases it. Bailey kicks it forward. Players back here, it's Laverty. He gets one forward now to Brown, going inside, attacking 50. Players every more. Morwell have got the numbers. The bounce doesn't help them. Getting it out was McLaren. Just try and swarm through here, and here's your man, Boxer, picking it up, and that was McDonald of Morwell. But Sale have got numbers back.
Oh, well
done. Pick it up. B-Mac kick off the ground around the Soccer World Cup. Look at how quick this man is. Will Leslie, he just flew out of the blocks and he's just spotted one up in the middle of the ground and hit Jaden Ellison square on the chest.
Wow, margin 6 points in favour of the Magpies.
Wow.
Foot race, all right.
He was 10 metres behind.
Oh, that was huge.
That was massive.
Super fast.
Allison squares it out wide to find Thomas Glenn. He looks up. He's got Todd there and he's just missed him. And Jacobson takes the mark and he's got B-Mac on. He can find him. No, he just ran underneath it, did McDonald. Then he got ran down from behind. The umpire said play on. Quick little handball from Bound came. And Laverty finds Leslie. That's Jack.
They need to take a couple of breaths here, Morwell. A couple of mistakes, uncharacteristic for this game. The pressure's gone up. They need to be able to absorb it. Season on the line. They're behind by a goal. 22 minutes gone, third quarter.
Yeah, this time down towards half forward, and Musil just takes that breath and ruts it over for a boundary throw-in.
Do you think clubs are playing a bit of a furphy with me now with the score updates? Because nothing's been updated for 25 minutes and we can't get a score out of Traralgon, can't get a score out of anywhere.
We'll send someone over there, Boxer. Send someone to the Traralgon Rec Reserve.
Who's going to go to Traralgon?
Well, you
They're
could
all
go.
here settled.
You might do a better job over there. Ring through to us, Boxer. This ball comes back at the field of play. Quigley was there. Quickly wrapped up by Allison.
Don't smile at his jokes, Wonga. Right, because it's not on.
Match of the day here. Final game. The Tigers need to win it to get into finals.
And a Red Bull.
Margin is at 6 points. They trail. And you can just tell this final quarter is going to be an absolute... How come you haven't got any Red Bull, Boxer?
Because they stole it out of the supermarket last night.
And then what happened?
And no one's getting any sleep.
Todd tried to crash his way through with the stoppage here. He's got ping for holding the footy. The Tigers' pressure's good. They just can't get it inside forward 50 at the moment.
My beautiful daughter just said, Traralgon were up by 50 points 5 minutes ago. Dad.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
At least there's one Lachino on the ball. As the ball comes to the boundary line, McDonald tries to shove Leslie out the way. It doesn't move him.
It's like trying to shove a tree out of the way.
24-minute mark. Third quarter, the margin. Sale leader by 6 points. Here's Wonga.
Whack into the ruck. Tap out over the back, though. Came that time by Leslie. Handball forward by Boyd Bailey. Kick out by Jacobson.
Free kick.
Oh, here we go. Musil is trying to go forward. I think they can get a bit of a mismatch here with Dyer. Certainly a bit more experienced Musil if he can get himself in that deep forward. Goes short now to McFarlane. Goes long. He's got B-Mac one-on-one. He's in the hot spot. He's got two. Another player comes in to help him there, and that was Johnson. Trying to get it out, and he can't do so. We're going to have a ball up. 24 minutes gone. Third quarter, 6-7 Morwell 43 to Sale 8-1 49.
Watch Quigley here in the stoppage.
No. Sorry for me speaking while you're interrupting.
Johnson was there. Allison kicked it out of that stoppage, got it towards half forward. Someone's got some numbers. McLaren turns on the favoured left foot. One-on-one inside 50. Descent and Wetherill. Wetherill gets a bad bounce, taps it over his head. The speedster, Cody McDonald, comes in, keeps it in the field of play. No, yes, maybe, not quite. Yes, it is. Touch, boundary throw-in. Lucky for the Tigers.
I think that's been a move they've made. McLaren looks to be one of the, playing up there in that forward line. As one of the two forwards along with Descent, and he's just creating so much with his speed up there. He's certainly injected himself into the game in this third quarter.
So boundary throw-in late into this third quarter, all on the line. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. Johnson gets a handball out the back for the Magpies. Freeman was there and couldn't quite get a runaway. I don't think it is Freeman in the end. Getting up off the bottom of the pack is Glenn. And the umpire, 55 metres out from Sale's goal, will ball it up. Whack and McGuinness will do the ruck duties. Over the top of Todd's head. Gets the ground to level again. Lots of numbers around the football, and the umpire will ball it up. And the big moments for the Morwell Bowling Club this afternoon. It's going to be right here for the Tigers. Big crowd here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. The Legends bar's full. The boys behind the goals are full as well. Totally full. No doubt about it. No, not quite. No one's really going to get a clean possession away from this stoppage. We'll get you a netball, A-grade netball score for you as well from Morwell. That game has finished.
Very tight in the AFL as well. Now the Freo have taken over the lead early into the last quarter. It's 10-9-69 to the Giants, 10-8-68.
Doing the hard work underneath was Ronke of Sale. They got it out the back, kick smothered off the boot of Glenn. That was Whack coming in there, putting the smother on. We love the 1%ers. Now he's got to go back and do the ruck work against the big boy there in McGuinness.
Wongi, the other game in the AFL, and welcome back to the AFL, Alistair Clarkson, because it's the Gold Coast, 12-12-84, they lead North Melbourne 5-9-39.
He's not coaching.
Well, he might as well be.
No, just put it in. We're moving the ball forward here. They got Carlson, gets a kick forward, it's a again.
Leslie.
This isn't going to work well.
No.
Leslie overruns it, B-Mac goes back, scoops it up, the handball wasn't on, trying to get it forward to Bailey, he swings Whitehill around. Now Leslie's going to clear, gets it over to Tainch. They're linking it up through the back here, and that's Brown. Or Brown. Falls into the hands of Wack. He gets it back. He hands balls over the top to Tyler Hillier. He put him under a lot of pressure there. They just need to get the ball on the boot and get it forward. Right on the 50-metre arc here, Morwell.
Is that because you're sitting beside me? You're stuffing up the leg?
I didn't want to correct you on that one, but it's a tough one. Mitch Bound.
It is Bound.
It is Bound.
Bound for glory. As the ball's coming up here, 27, almost going on 28 minutes. Flying high was Musil. Can't get the ball down. Oh, head over. That's a kicking in danger. We don't see it too often, but they've pulled one out and it was right. And that's Boyd Bailey. Kicks it in. It's a 2-on-1 again. Sits it over the top of the head again of B-Mac, who's kicked 3 for the day, being one of their best. But Bailey takes the mark as they try to clear it out here. Sale. The ball stayed into the hands of B-Mac. Gets the ball. A handball forward. Under huge pressure here, Sale. But Morwell can't manufacture anything. They need one desperately. Finals are on the line, Darryl.
Yes, they certainly are. And big players stand up in big moments. Inside attacking 50 for the Tigers. Ball's back into the field of play. Working hard at ground level there for the Magpies was Allison. And the ball trickles over for a boundary throw-in. And still, even a stoppage like this, and McDonald's got to contend with. He's got Will Leslie and Thacker, the two best defenders that Sale have, but they continue to go to him, the Tigers. They've got to have another avenue. And there's a target. I think they just got to make the move and have a target down there, and there's one on the bench I would use them. Am I going on about a bit too much?
A little bit.
Maybe a little. You've got to make the change, don't you, surely?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Maybe it's a Quigley or it's, or a Gray or somebody else.
Hearn's running inside the attacking 50 now.
Now, that's a good one.
He's waving his arms. He flies. He can't take the grab. Brings it to ground to Whack. Gets it out the back, looking for someone out there. Charging through his grab. Tackled hard. Big tackle. Paul Carter, there can't be too long to go. 29.5 minutes have elapsed in this third quarter.
Yeah, this is the longest of the 3 quarters so far.
They've got to get one here more. They've got to get it quick as Musil taps it forward right out into the advantage there. Trying to pick it up was Lopez. He's unable to control the ball. Play is on down here. Going hard over it, unable to get the ball. Was that your man in there, Darryl?
That was Blewett.
That was Blewett?
Yep. Umpire's wearing a big GPS on his back. Have you seen that? This is huge.
It's a boundary throw in 30 minutes. Margin sits at 6 points. Attacking 50 for the Tigers. McFarlane's good. Handball out towards some open space. It'll be a free kick for
McFarlane.
McFarlane.
He's been really good.
He's been... it's going to go back.
He's been really good.
He has.
Yep. Now, Musil's leading out. They've left.
Great kick.
Now they go to McDonald and Leslie with a strong spoil again.
So now you've got to stop doing it. Now you've got to stop doing it because he's leading them up. Maybe he has to be that decoy out and get somebody inside that danger zone so they kick the ball there.
They just continue to go to McDonald. I know he's kicked 3 goals and he's a good target. But if they want to win this game, they've got to have some other avenues. And the Sale Magpies are up to this. Cooper Whitehill's there. Here's Quigley crashing through the back. Play on, said the umpire.
His head's gone red. It's gone red. Woo!
It is hot.
Have a look at it.
Farland tries to get the ball. He can't do so. Sale look to get out here. They clear this. This will almost be the end of the quarter. Coming through was Weatherall. Tries to punch the ball. Can't do so. Got one high.
Watch this.
Let's watch. Players just looking, watching, considering. No, we're not going to say how do you do there. Geez, he hasn't been afraid, Hayden Potts, in his first game to throw himself around.
This is absolutely all set up for this final quarter. It is the Magpies 8-1-49. Look at it for the Tigers.
Yeah, Wack going down there. B-Mac going down into the goal square. So they're going with the 2 talls. Linton is still down there as well. And they've all sent Berkeley McFarlane's gone.
Yeah, he has. I love seeing quickly down there. He's so dangerous in the inside 50. But they're going for the win here. They put him in the midfield.
Cody McDonald spent a fair bit of time up on the wing today too, and a half back, but he's gone down inside the forward line to try to bring some forward pressure and some speed.
Well, here it is, the final countdown, the final quarter of the home and away season for the Tigers and the Magpies. And Musil got the tap down, but Bailey couldn't go anywhere.
Got some rather quick scores in the Gippsland League as well. Leongatha 20-14, 134. Druin 3-5, 23. Wonthaggi 17-6, 108. To Maui 4-3, 27.
They go again. Free kick against the Tigers there in the middle. Goes to Cooper Whitehill. He's got one out wide, and he just kicks it over the top of his head there in Mason Benson. Hillier came in and put Bowen in a big, strong tackle. And the umpire, Essler, will cross his arm, ball it up true centre wing in front of this Stan Morgan pavilion that was unveiled this afternoon.
That was strong work there by Hillier. Doing the ruck work there was Musil, put his body in front. Leslie flew over the top. We're going to do it again. We need some big moments. Thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club here in this last quarter for Morwell to try to get over the line. Musil just slaps this one forward. Twisting his way around was McDonald, unable to do it. Clearing the ball now is Allison of Sale. Goes to centre. Dangerous kick. Tate did well. Roving that ball there was Potts. Twists and turns. He's got numbers here. Alexa go out wide, but only as far as Hillier.
And 50.
Yeah. That'll definitely be 50. Big Jack Johnston just stuck the mid out straight into the square into the chest of Hillier, and he just performed what we saw at the Commonwealth Games in the acrobatics out in the gymnastics. He just did a little backwards flip with a split with a little twist.
So Hillier looks up, goes towards McDonald again, presents and marks in front of his eyes, and that was an open forward line. That one's good.
That was better, and they actually kicked it to him right in his eyes, and not above his head, not below his knees. It's a beautiful delivery, and out in front with no space to spare, McDonald was able to come out and take the mark out in front, and this one here to level up the scores. And actually, if they level the scores, if it's a draw, Paul Carter,
they're in.
They're in.
Well, here he comes from 45 metres. He pushes it to the right, comes back to the left, and Brandon McDonald gets the scores all lock level. We have a belter here at Morwell.
Maybe we were just a little bit too critical, Wong Man, because I think the more you present as a forward, the opportunities keep arising, and obviously you take the opportunity when it comes. He's taken a great mark in front of Leslie. Like, he is quick off the mark too. It's a great mark, a great finish under pressure, and just the goal that Morwell needed, because Morwell's last quarters aren't renowned to be great, and to get a start like that, I think it's a good start for the Tigers.
And that does actually, they said they bring the scores level to 49 points apiece. Morwell 7 goals 7, Sale 8 goals 1, Harvey Norman Computers 2 minutes played last quarter.
I wouldn't want you giving me an alibi, Boxer, because you'd change it halfway through. Just stick to the story. Just turn around and Sale, they get the centre clearance. The players are going in hard over there, heads over the footy. The ball's trying to make its way out. The umpire says play on, it's dragged back in. We're going to ball it up. Really, really big moments will be coming our way. Around about 20 or so minutes to go. Morwell's season on the line right now on the live ladder. They are in because scores are tied up as Allison just puts himself right in the game, kicks it forward. Johnston flies, can't get it. Pushing back there is that man Tyler Brown. He was electrifying in the first half. That kick's got a little bit too much on it. Favourable bounce. Head nearly ripped off. Appealing there was McAuliffe saying that's not right. The umpire says play on. They go inside forward 50. It's not the best of kicks there from Sale coming off the boot of the player. If he turned around, I'll tell you who he is. He continues not to turn around, but it's Thomas Glenn. Needed to do a bit better of that kick as he had the big man leading out there in McGuinness.
Scores level, final quarter. Musil tapped it down. Bailey at ground level. Nice handle to McAuliffe. Shrugs one tackle. Gets a handle out to Musil again. Back to Bailey. He can run away from the stoppage. Left foot kick down the line. McDonald's the target. Leslie does well. Double hand. Gets it over. Allows the defenders to come and reset. We've got a boundary throw in right in front of the grandstand.
Geez, good, Leslie. I think what I would do if I was Brandon McDonald, leave him in the square. Get him out of the danger zone and just get him out of that area where he can be really dangerous.
Well, now they're playing Max Linton as that deep forward. He's pushing back to the goal square, but making his way through there was Rooster Todd. He just sits up really high.
Brown.
Oh, Brown. Oh, he's been good today. He has definitely been one of the best on ground here today.
Beautiful kick.
Brown, he finds whack in the middle of the ground. Plays on quickly. He's got a player on out there. Gets in the hands of Jacobson, brings it back inboard. Moving up forward is McFarlane. True centre half forward position, looking for the movement. He's got Linton on the run, sends it out a bit wide. It's not a bad kick if it sits up and bounces for B-Mac, but it won't. The boundary line beats him to it. And they're deep inside attacking 50. Boxer Morwell here. They're a big chance to score.
That's an inexperience of Linton too. They both led to the same spot, so they obviously bottled it all up, and they both ran to the same spot, and there was no decision there made to kick it long.
Keep in mind, Linton is a natural defender as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a bit of inexperience.
From the stoppage, Quigley tried to get low, and Collins didn't give away the free kick. We'll have another stoppage there.
We've already got a result in the Mid-Gippsland Football League, and Yanara victors over Foster by 7 points.
So Foster out.
Foster are now out.
Finished third, and they are out.
Gonski.
Yanara,
all
good day.
Finished sixth.
Correct. They are the Smokies.
Wow.
Wow.
Stoppage.
You heard it here first.
A secondary stoppage at Morwell. And
he hasn't slept for 2 days, Boxer, and he just doesn't know what he said, but he got that one right.
Leslie tapped it over the back, and a free kick's going to be paid to the Tigers, I think. You'll find it's going to go in the way of Boyd Bailey, who's had a very big afternoon for Gippsland Ozuzu. Perfect spot. Perfect spot for a left footer.
Disposal number 26.
26 for Boyd Bailey. No goals. He has kicked 1 goal this afternoon.
In the running for the best on ground, thanks to Gippsland Ozuzu, you'd think, Daryl?
Absolutely.
If he kicks, this is a Zamboro goal of the day for sure.
It's a Zambrero as well. As Boyd Bailey runs in, and Zambrero flat ugly punt. It's a out of bounds on the full. Probably the better one you'll see.
That's why it was Zamboro.
Tell you what, I'm not sure your name should be Nick. 6 minutes travelled, final quarter.
What should it be?
I don't know. Might start with P. Anyway, the margin scores a level, and Leslie brings it back into the field of play for the Magpies. Johnson gets up, and in the front spot there was Jack Leslie. Half-back flank for the Magpies.
Bit of brotherly kick to kick in the backyard. Just happens to be here at the Morwell Rec Reserve as Jack Leslie goes long down the line, sits it up.
Free kick.
Wrestling, a free kick there.
Johnson.
Yeah, undisciplined act there. Quigley just using his body a bit too much. So out on the far wing, just looking for some movement. Not a whole lot coming his way, so he elects to sit it up because he's got a big man down there. But flying in front was McLaren. Takes it, plays on, has a bounce.
Well done.
Great run down there by Ryan Hearn. The umpire is called dropping the ball. He was running in open goal was McLaren of Sale. Hearn just threw his hand out desperately, dragged him down, and that is a big moment. Thank you to the Morwell Bowling Club.
That could be the moment of the year for the Tigers, although just holding a left hamstring too. Keep an eye on this kick. He's been called to play on. Right little kick goes towards Musil. Can't quite mark it. Lopez in the front spot. Twisting, turning, under pressure now. Puts Musil under a little bit of pressure. Lopez has to go and try and clean it up. This guy has been unbelievable. His name is Tyler Brown. His chiselling kick out towards Jacobson was good enough. The advantage was paid as well. And swooping on it was Bailey. Kicks to the middle of the ground. McAuliffe overruns it. Coming the other way was Brown. Free kick to McAuliffe.
Yep, didn't have it.
Right in the middle. Quickly do they play on? They do. Right foot kick. Wobbler. Goes over the back. McDonald. Can't mark. Will pick it up. No. He fumbles it. Gives it back to Linton. Goalkeeper Jaden Allison.
Oh my goodness, they couldn't pick it up.
Comedy of errors for the Tigers.
They got an injury in the back line there too.
Bit of a sting at the right shoulder of Thacker. Allison, 8-minute mark.
They were jumping up and down in the back of the ute there, down in the Morwell end.
Good strong mark, Leslie.
4 of the past players at the Canberra have fallen over. They was just couldn't believe that happened.
Well, the Morwell forwards fell over at the crucial time as Leslie's no kick was in the field of play. The coaching staff wanted out of bounds on the full. Jesse Collins took the mark for the Magpies. Looks down the line. The target might be Descent. Johnson might fly from the side. Big spoil by Hearn. Ground level Lopez. Can't grab it on the first time. Bailey's been good. Strong tackle by Ronke. And this game has just started to elevate again. Everything on the line. And it doesn't get any bigger than this. Scores a level. You're listening to Gippsland Live. Right across Gippsland and the Valley and streamed across the nation. Here's Brenton Wonga-White.
Not sure what happened there, but Wax stopped and Leslie ran in for the ruck. He slipped over and the umpire said he was legged.
On the shadow. He slipped on the shadow.
He's kicked it out of bounds on the full. The umpire's not sure, but the kick's going the way here of Morwell, and that's Jacobson. Right in front of the Sales coach's box. He brings it inboard quickly. Musil to slide in on his knees, takes a mark, plays on quickly to Whack. What's he got in front of him is a nice kick out the favour of McDonald. Didn't pick it up this time. Tries to get the handball over his head to Carlson. He's unable to take it. He dives back on it, McDonald. Players are around everywhere. Kick quickly rushed out there by Tainch. Whack cleaned up. Coming hard using the big body was Freeman. The ball just stays in. Sale take the opportunity to claim some much needed leverage. 3-on-1 here for Morwell. Clearing it out to McDonald. McFarlane in the middle switches play. Big time, and why wouldn't you? Tyler Brown's been an awesome player today for Morwell. A low kick. Oh, great spoil from behind. McAuliffe was unable to take the mark. Getting it out was great. The umpire was quick to call a stoppage there.
Let it go.
The ball was out and about. Put the whistles away.
Scores level. McFarlane tried to crash through. Gave a quick handle to Cody McDonald. Drives it inside forward 50. Brandon McDonald. He's dropped another absolute sitter. He's on his own. And this time Leslie just gave up.
And this is what happens though, Scott. He would have anticipated Leslie to be there for the big spoil, and he wasn't there. He was 5 metres behind him.
Stay in the moment.
Wow.
Stay present. And you get your opportunities when they come. You've got to take those. And the free kick to the Tigers goes to Whack. Holding the man. 11-minute mark of the final quarter. The Tigers, it's all locked up. Scores a level, but Whack's got a shot on goal.
Big moment. Morwell Bowling Club, Pot and Palmer night every Saturday, 5:30 for only $20. And if he gets this one, I tell you what, they'll be flowing, Darryl.
They certainly will. You'll be able to hear it from the effects mic. The Morwell juniors behind the goals. There's no couches in the back of the ute, though.
No, not today.
No, they don't like that. You'll know as soon as it leaves the boot. As Whack hesitates at 50, gets to 40, puts it on its way. Straight through the middle, and the Tigers lead by 6 points.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
And are inside the top 5.
They are currently in the top 5. We've just got to make sure that we don't reminisce or go to deja vu, where Morwell have actually capitulated in this sort of situation in the past, and hopefully they've learned from those mistakes, or have Sale given the message to their players and said, they've done this before, we can get them again. So let's hope that Morwell will actually turn that around.
And it's a 1-goal lead to Morwell, 12-minute mark of the final quarter. Morwell 8-7-55, leading Sale 8-1-49, and that's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Well, box of the message also could have gone out from Sale saying, look, Mafra are losing.
Yeah.
we don't want to
put the cards away. You can't say that, Wonga.
I can, who knows?
Footy clubs don't do that.
They don't love each other, these two sides out there. Benson in his first game gets a handball back, but only as far as Carlson, who's tackled. Just released in time. Musil comes through. He's got a player out the back. It's a good one out to quickly. Gets it quickly kick away.
Sorry.
Will Leslie.
You've been sitting too long beside me today.
Will Leslie takes the mark and starting to rob off.
It's coming.
Puts it high outside of his defensive 50. A big pack forms. Front and square there was Ronke. Kick was smothered. Kick around the body from Galea. Goes back in. McDonald. 3 deep, can't mark. Front and square for the Tigers. Overrunning it there was Glenn for the Magpies. Quick kick from Ronke. Goes out towards the top of the 50, and Jack Johnson takes the strong mark for the Magpies. He's got a number on. He can get it to Collins, and he does by foot. Just doesn't quite get there, though. Brown closes quickly, and it stays in the field of play. Little toe poke by Brown was good. Hillary got slung around in the tackle when he got rid of the football. Play on, the umpire said. The ball goes to half forward. Walsh has been good. Twisting. Handballs over the top looking for Musil. There'll be a dump tackle free kick coming back to Walsh. 13 minutes gone. The Tigers are up by 6.
Alex Potts again for another sling tackle. That's 2 he's been called on today in his first game. He's maybe a little too vigorous as Bailey just spots up McFarlane through the middle. Nice kick. Bailey follows up his good work. Another possession for Boyd Bailey. Goes inside for 50.
Gee, Will Leslie's good.
He's unreal. Used his body well. Just pushed McDonald underneath it. Clears the ball out wide now.
Who's this guy, Wong?
Brown's got the ball. Not to be confused with Brown. Next door neighbours, I believe. Comes in. Good mark there. Johnston coming back with the flight of the ball. Strong overhead. Comes inboard to Leslie. The better players linking it up. Trying to get Sale back in front here. as Jack Leslie just takes his time. He's got the runner bound. Go that way. The handball was put down. Musil puts the pressure on. Sees Johnson out wide. Can't get it to him. Carlson has to keep the ball in front of him. Can't do so. Gives Johnson the chance to dive back on it. And we'll have a ball up right on the centre wing here on the newly named Stan Morgan Pavilion. 14 and a half minutes gone. Morwell 8-7-55. Sale 8-1-49. It's a 6-point ball game. Morwell are currently in the top 5 when we'll play finals if they can maintain it, but Sale are up and running.
Yeah, McLaren out of the stoppage. 1-2 handball with Ronke. Drives it inside forward 50. At the back, Brad Descent. No, they've painted the other way. Man in front.
Wow.
Campbell blew it. A great defender's name from Morwell.
Gutsy effort.
The son of a gun took a strong mark.
I'm sorry, but that was a clear mark to Descent. Even though, Blewett's put his body in the position, the mark was definitely for...
Brown.
Descent.
Kicked it out wide towards...
I can't believe that.
Hillier. And the free kick now will be paid to Hillier. We're just about to tick over to 16 minutes.
Big moment, you think, Boxer?
That's a massive moment in this game.
Well,
huge.
Mark that down. Hillier's inboard 45 kick to Grant was good. They've got whack on the middle if they want. Some runners across half-back are ignored. The chip over the top to the wing where Musil will fly and take the mark. Quickly plays on to Brown. Drives it inside forward 50. It's 1-on-1. Here it is again. Brandon McDonald and Will Leslie. Will Leslie did well. McDonald still a chance. Can he keep it in the field of play? No. And in front of the Legends bar here at Morwell, which is absolutely chockers on a sunny August afternoon. And the Tigers need a win to get into the finals. They lead by 6 points at the moment. And the boundary umpire throws it in short. With an anti-climax.
Do you know what that is, Boxer?
Happens most times. The box.
Here we go. The umpire comes a couple of steps in from the boundary throw-in. Taps it forward, just whack, looking for a player down there. Trying to find it was McAuliffe. Unable to get it. Wrapped up hard in the tackle there was Johnson of Sale. Season on the line here for Morwell. Whack gets it down again, but only as far as Johnson of Sale. Clears it out wide. No one able to take the mark, so we're going to have another boundary throw-in. 16 minutes gone, final quarter. Morwell up by 1 goal.
Wonga, I'm sure that Alistair Clarkson will know how to polish a poo, because right now Gold Coast are 16-18-114 to the Kangaroos 5-11-41.
McDonald really good from the stoppage, twisting and turning. McDonald, that's Brandon McDonald, gathers a one-hand left foot kick. He had all the time in the world, and he's missed at the crucial moment. We were going to have many a big moments. Who was going to stand tall? It's out to 7 points, Paul Carter.
Maybe a handy point, who knows. 8-8-56, Morwell, Sale 8-1-49, 7-point lead, coming up to the 18-minute mark of the final quarter. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
Sale, quick kick out, clearing it away of Johnston. Put under pressure there by McDonald. Still trying to work it out. The intensity is lifted in this game. It's been a tough game all day. Sale gains some meterage down on the far wing. They got numbers on here if they can only pick the ball up and spend a lot of time on the ground today. The ball. Tainch with the ball now. Twisting, turning. He's got a player on in the middle in Leslie. If he wants to go to him, he does. But there is Makepeace as well. He's put in a headlock.
Free kick, well done.
He's put in the headlock. He had his headband ripped off. The umpire said that's a free kick going your way. So it is a Morwell free kick. He's laying it up. He goes inside that forward 50. Players are on. That was there. That was Quigley. Ball's falling back in the hands of Bowen. Gets a quick one forward now to Benson. The first gamer under a lot of pressure. He's able to get it forward. That's Thacker. He twists around. Back this time again. Getting it forward again is Benson. They're twisting. They're not getting anywhere. No. There's a lot of pressure. Quigley just says, I'll pick it up. Thank you very much. And kick it inside forward 50.
Smart.
And I'll find a player there leading out strongly. And that's that man, McDonald.
Just had a bit of experience, wasn't it? Just like a clear, level head. He knew B-Mac was on his own. He didn't actually try and bomb it inside. He saw the open player and then bang.
Sale had a lot of experience there outside of Benson. They had the coach in Johnston, Laverty. Laverty's played over 200 games. There's no talk. And now McDonald can come back here and almost seal the game. He's going for goal number 5. He's going, drifting, just missing. Another critical point, though.
It's an 8-point lead to Morwell. We played 19 and a half minutes into the final quarter. 8-9-57 to 8-1-49. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
It's definitely that scoring in, isn't it? Because I've said all afternoon that windsock's been blowing down that end all afternoon, and it's definitely been kicking into the ground.
Well, Boxer, back you up here because we're almost 20 minutes played. Sale are yet to score in this quarter. And Morwell have kicked the only 2 goals of the quarter, and the ball is spending a lot of time down in their attacking 50, the Morwell side. Here they go again. Picked up by McDonald. He's had a bounce. He's fumbled the bounce. Kick the ball, boy. You've got to kick the ball to win the game. They're going back at it. Head over the ball. Boyd Bailey's been good all day, but Sale are able to release this one. Out of bounds on the full, though. It's going to be coming straight back in and in the hands of that guy, Tyler Brown, who's had an awesome game today.
Yeah, for Gippsland Ozuzi, this will be possession number
26.
He's done well, the new D-Max, born to live and born to tow. Tyler Brown looks up, plays on, right foot kick goes towards Galea on the strong lead. Couldn't quite mark it. Jack Johnson's back and he's going to run and carry. He's going to kick to the middle of the ground. He looks for McLaren who can mark and elevate.
What a great second half he's had, McLaren.
He has. No one in the forward 50. They roll back to the top of the square now at centre-half forward area. McLaren doesn't know where to go. He took on Grant in the tackle. He gets around one, gets around Galea, gives a handball out wide. That was to Dyer. He's got Bound on the far side of the wing. Closing quickly was Lopez, but got him high. And the Magpies win the free kick on the wing.
Musel's pushed back to stand in front of Descent.
Bound has it. And he bounds away into the centre of the ground of the rec reserve at Morwell to centre half forward. And Hearn, unopposed in the end, takes the uncontested mark. He can square it out wide to Walsh for the Tigers at the top of the 50.
And Walsh is away. He's got time to have a bounce. He centres the ball back to Wack, sets it up nicely. Takes the mark in front of Taysha Sale. Goes out wide again. Here, Wack. Player out there in the far wing. Darryl, we pick up who that is.
That was Walsh.
That was Walsh. Gets it out in front of Bailey. Uses his body well, able to trap the ball. Just a tricky little kick off the ground now. Trying to keep it in play, but they're unable to do so. We're going to throw it in just on the attacking half of the ground of Morwell. 8-point lead, Morwell at the Recreation Reserve. 21 and a half minutes gone. Right now in the live ladder boxer, Morwell are in. They're in the top 5. Looking to keep their season alive to play a final next week. Potentially against Traralgon, the arch rivals coming up against each other in an elimination final. It doesn't get any better than this.
And played at Morwell. Is that correct?
No, Traralgon.
Traralgon. At Traralgon, wow.
Wow. Tell you what, there'll be a bumper crowd.
Huge.
At the Traralgon Showgrounds. If Morwell can just hang on here, they will play finals if they can. And that'll mean Mafra will end the 22 or 23-year streak of consecutive finals appearances.
Depends if you count COVID, Wong. So here we are. Probably about 8 minutes to go, you'd think. We're trying to get a final score for you out of that Traralgon-Mafra game.
Difficult.
Traralgon were in front by a long way, and you'd think that they've got it done, but we'll get that as soon as it comes through. We've got another stoppage here at Morwell.
Carter, first quarter, we had 3 goals kicked. Went for 25 flat, didn't it?
25 and a half.
So in that case, we've probably got about 2.5 minutes to go in this quarter.
Could do.
With only 2 goals scored based on that fact there.
They've got a free kick, the Magpies. It's going in the way.
Bound's been injured out the back too.
Of Laverty. He kicks out wide. Allison hard up on the boundary line can mark it.
Scud, it is a 57-point lead to Traralgon against Mafra.
All over, and Jack Johnson marks inside forward 50.
Did he?
Yep.
Jeez, that's a quick call there by the umpire as well.
It was a mark. Okay. Jack Johnson, well, that's pretty much fine, and we know that Mafra have lost the game of footy.
Oh, he tried to play on. The umpires called him back around.
So 23 and a half minutes gone. It's in the hands of the Tigers right now.
Their hearts have been broken from this very situation only against Mafra a few weeks ago.
So let's have a look. Johnson decides to pass it off.
No.
Going back with courage was Allison. And that's Paul manning up for the Tigers.
Allison started himself out on centre-half forward. No one went near him. There was a massive hole as all the Morwell players pushed back to the goal line, and he just ran in, took a brave mark, but just smart work there by Johnson, set it up for him. So he goes back and kicks this. It's going to become a 2-point ball game.
Well, let's have a look at it. He's going to kick it from 40 metres. He's a right footer. He puts it on its way. He lights it off the boot. We have a 2-point margin. And the Tigers need a left. The Magpies are still pressing. They are not giving an inch this afternoon, even though this game is a dead rubber for them.
I can't watch this anymore, Scud. I cannot deal with the heartbreak if this happens to turn the way it has in the past for the Tigers. They need to go man on man. Players are already asking how long to go as well, so it's definitely in the minds of the Tigers right now, and it's all to play for right now.
As we said, 25-minute mark coming up very, very shortly, and it's a 2-point margin in Morwell's favour. They are 8-9-57, Sale 9-1-55. Harvey Norman computed scoreboard.
They've gone 7-1 back, the loose one, but Sale have matched it, so it's 7-7 in Sale's forward 50. 5 at the other end for the Tigers.
Ball still inside the centre circle here. Nothing left in the tank for Morwell now. They've got to go. They've got to win this game. They're up by 2 points. Season on the line. McFarlane wraps up the tackle. A lot of eyes making their way up the top here to the where the timekeeper sits, just asking the question, how long to go? Goes up again, Musil, can't win it. Leslie does, big hit, only as far as Carlson, kicks it off the ground, precious metres. Going forward for him, kicks it off the ground again. Heading towards the boundary line, happy to see it over. And he does.
Just want to see more and more players now, one-on-one. Get up to your player. It's got to be body on body. Just make sure nothing can go wrong.
Well, it is. It's exactly that.
They're clearing everyone out of the forward line, just leaving McDonald down there. He's kicked 4 for the game. He's had another really good game. Musil's got it. He kicks it up high. He's going that way. Leslie's favourite him over the back. McDonald picks it up. Can he get his boot to it? He can't. Leslie's been strong. It's been awesome to be here today. To watch that contest between those two men down there, McDonald and Leslie. They have gone out. They've been worth the price of admission just for the way they've gone about playing their game.
Our final goal team of the year will include probably both of those players from this stoppage. Can the Tigers get one? Late in the quarter, there's a free kick to the Tigers.
Throw.
It's called a throw. 26 and a half minutes gone. This could just about be it for the Tigers, and it lands in the hands of 2023 coach Boyd Bailey. He's already been announced, and he can go back. And the siren's gone. The Tigers are playing finals regardless of the kick.
Hold him down.
And they know it as well. Mafra have lost. The Tigers are into a finals campaign. They led it by 2 points. It doesn't matter, but Bailey has put it through. And Morwell have snatched it. They have come from nowhere for season 2022. And the reign of the Mafra Eagles of 22 years finals straight has come to an end after they have lost to the Maroons this afternoon. And here at the Rec Reserve...
I don't know what you're saying, Darryl. Mafra haven't played finals for 3 years.
No, because of COVID. But with that, the Tigers have sealed it with an 8-point victory. And we've got a big post-game show coming up. We'll get to you in the big games that are happening across Gippsland next Saturday and Sunday in the Gippsland League. And a big day for the Tigers. They've unveiled the Stan Morgan Pavilion. They've won the game of football 8-9. Sorry, that's not right. The scoreboard hasn't been corrected. It is 9-9-63. The Tigers have defeated Sale 9-1-55. We need to get to a quick break, and we're going to wrap things up here from the Morwell Rec Reserve this afternoon. You've been listening to Gippsland Live on TR.
Silence, and then goes, aren't you the guy from the radio? It was one of the weirdest moments.
Fitzy and Whipper.
Weekdays from 3 on TRFM.
Australian-made furniture and bedding now at Harvey Norman. Mattresses and ensembles from the leading Australian brands. Lounge furniture and dining room furniture built for the family life with a great selection of options in fabric, leather, size and shape. Create your own bedroom furniture. Customize your bed height, fabric or timber stain. Let our experienced team help you design furniture to suit your home. Harvey Norman, supporting Australian-made manufacturing. Australian-made furniture and bedding now at Harvey Norman.
Go, Harvey, go!
G'day, can I help you?
Yes, I hope so. I'm digging a trench in our backyard, so I need one of those machines that goes...
Oh, you need an excavator.
Excavator, right, if you say so. And then to flatten out the dirt, I was thinking one of them thingamabobs.
That'd be a whacker plate.
We know which piece of equipment you need for your project, even if you don't. We hire them too. Mini loaders, drum rollers, tipper trailers and more. See you soon. Gippsland, Wacker, Noiston and Latrobe Valley Forklifts. Visit lvforklifts.com. verngraham.com.au.
Vern Graham in Hayfield, your local Mitre 10 store. The team can help you whether you're painting the kids' room, doing some renovating outside or building a house. From taps to paintbrushes right through to timber and all things hardware. The Vern Graham Mitre 10 team have been helping the Hayfield community since 1930 and are with you in your projects, your gardens, your builds and your everyday purchases. They have what you need to get the job done, along with all the right advice to get it done properly. Mighty helpful, Mitre 10. Vern Graham in Hayfield.
The Triple T Deluxe Burrito and Quesadilla are back this winter at Sambrero. Twice the cheese, loaded with rich Truffello sauce, toasted and oh so warm. For a limited time, only at Sambrero. It's Feel Good Mex.
Grab a hot dog and settle in to support the Traralgon Red Sox this season. See some of the best baseball in the Valley tomorrow when the Red Sox A, B and C grades take on Moe Newborough at Traralgon's KLP Reserve. Be there for B grade's first pitch at 11:15 and A and C grade from 2. Thank you to this week's sponsor, Port Albert Fishing Charters. Book a trip today and land a winner. There's no other way to fish. Proudly supported by TRFM and the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club on Lydiard Road.
Top Pub Morwell, $18 Pot and Palmer in the sports bar Monday to Friday. Free trivia every Wednesday from 7:30pm. $15 lunch in the bistro Monday to Wednesday. The new winter bistro menu now available at Top Pub.
How's your mobile phone going? Battery always running flat? Cracked screen? Then